Hi! Guess who forgot to change the title right before stream? Guess what? Oh boy. Alright. I need some background music. We're just gonna use Stray, like usual? Probably. Hi everyone!
No, you said Yapper, not Barker.
What
Hey,
is-
Barker, I hardly know her. Ayo.
Huh?
I'm so proud.
Hi, Artisan.
I hope that was the
Mark.
first thing that got said on screen. I hope.
Oh boy. Anyways. Hope you guys like the background for today.
Oh, this was not as bad as you were saying.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh my
not
god, the
bad at
casting couch.
all.
Why is Blur on the floor? Get him up here.
He wanted to be on the floor. He wanted floor time. Leave
Okay.
him to have his floor time. Let him
I
in.
understand.
God,
Floor
for,
had different
God forbid a man has floor time.
I
Alright?
just want to
You
say
look like
you're
you're taking a selfie with us in the background, like you're photobombing.
Yeah.
high on the floor. Also, your
Hi.
stream is very quiet. Just as a heads up.
Oh.
Why? Why?
Also, can I be on your shoulder?
No.
Can I be on your shoulder?
No.
Why
That's
not?
gay.
Oh.
Okay. Is this better?
Oh no, why is mine crossfading? How do we fix that?
I thought I turned mine off. Shit.
It's still pretty quiet.
I
It's still
can't.
quiet, yeah.
I can't turn it up anymore. I'm gonna have to put on filters.
We can't do anything. It's on
Okay.
their end.
Oh.
Let me put on some gain. 5 decibel. Is this better?
Artisan,
Yes.
turn off crossfade and react, and my life is yours.
That's buddy. That's an option you can turn off on your end.
No. So what it is off on my end.
Oh.
Oh, but
I
it is
think
still doing it for everybody, yeah.
Hey, Blue.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Is this better?
Oh,
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello, chat members.
Hi.
Hey
Hello,
everyone.
chatters.
They're already so. So what's
Lava. Chicken.
so that's for the 1200 you asked me for. Do you not like it? Do you not like the apartment, Okel? I got it. Do you not like
The-
it?
the
Yeah,
lovely
it's all
penthouse
nice and
apartment.
clean as all apartments should be. Just saying.
Oh,
I went
wish
for
we had gold star
minimalism.
standard. Decorate. I would have gotten a picture of Jesus and Judas holding hands in there.
Sorry.
What?
How would that help with Cubecast?
Decoration.
No, it's good. I just need that for
Decoration.
college. But yeah, it's cool. I'm glad you understand.
Mhm.
It's okay. We will reimburse you with getting you a SoundCloud setup.
For your rap
School year's
career.
almost over. It's fine. You can have it back in time for summer.
Yeah.
Summer.
What?
Yay.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to pay him back?
Oh,
Okay.
well.
Well,
I mean, listen, hear me out. We
don't
started
talk
with
about that part.
SoundCloud.
Anyways, we are
can
working on
pop
Artoria merch to pay back Okel.
The only
Oh my
reason.
god.
And nothing else.
No
The
other
myth, the
reason.
legend, the Artoria merch.
Dude, God.
The day that we have Artoria merch again is the day that hell freezes over. I swear to God.
The day that we have Artoria merch is the day that I go fucking broke. I want those designs
oh,
now.
absolutely.
Give it to me now.
Give it to me, Rachel.
Anyway. Do we go down
Dude,
the
I
list
still have
and
my official
introduce ourselves?
Artoria. Oh, yeah, sure.
Hi, I'm Artisan. I'm the owner of Artoria SMP.
Hi, Artisan.
Hi,
Hi,
Artisan.
Do we
Artisan.
have to set this up like it's an AA meeting? Do we have to do
Yes.
this?
No,
This is an
please,
intervention,
God.
Artisan.
After how this season has gone? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Anyways, I'm Try. I'm tech
Hi,
on Artoria
Try.
SMP. And I'm a secret co-owner.
Oh,
Artisan doesn't know that though. Secret.
just know that after stream I will clip that and I will use it every single time. Every single time.
Every single time what?
Every single time that you're like, oh, I'm not the owner.
I've
are you
never
eating?
once denied being the owner because you've never said, "Oh, you're the owner." Yeah, can I have some?
Oh
As a
my god.
co-owner, I get like at least 30%.
What are we
Well,
trading
as
Artoria stocks
you know
now,
what?
or-
Actually, thinking about it, as my partner, you're also,
In sickness
however,
and in health, babe.
I never
Give
did.
me,
I
give me
never.
a bite of food.
All right, let's calm down, guys.
I can see the divorce before the wedding.
I can see the punch before the meeting. God damn! Get it over here.
You
How
telling me
about
to
we
get
go
over
back
here?
to introducing ourselves?
Oh yeah. Astra, go on. You're next in
Oh.
line.
Cool, lovely. Hi, I'm Astra. I'm here for emotional support. I've been builder and NPC player first and foremost on Artoria for the majority of this season before joining it on staff. But hello.
Whoa.
Hi,
Hi,
Astra.
Astra.
Hi, Astra.
Fucking Christ.
Good, I'm killing my whiskey before this.
God. Anyways, Musi, go ahead.
Hi.
That's not
It's
Musi.
my turn.
My bad. I
We're
was
going
looking
in
at the
order,
couch.
we're going in order.
I was looking at the couch. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
We're
Blur.
going by VC chat.
Hi, I'm Blur. I joined Artoria at the start of season 4, and I've been a member for the most part. I very recently joined staff, and it's an honor to be here. Hello.
Hi, Blur.
Hi,
Hi.
Blur.
Thank
Can I pick you up
Hello.
and spin you
Blur.
around? Oh,
Thank you, Souls, for the 14 months subscribed. Holy shit.
Thank you
Jesus.
for the
Hell
subscription.
yeah.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
hell yeah.
Babe, can you drag Blur around TV's icon on screen? So that it
No.
looks like,
I
so
work
it
in
looks like
I
she's,
work
like,
in
swinging him around.
I work in studio mode, and this is why.
Oh.
I respect it.
All right, next.
So, it's me. Hi, I'm Musi. I joined Artoria at the beginning of season 3, and I joined staff at some point. I think it was before the end of season 3.
I think
Yeah.
right before, maybe.
Sounds about
Yeah.
right.
You've been
Hi,
here for fucking ever.
Musi.
Hello,
Hi,
Musi.
I'm in the
Literally,
walls.
literally has been here forever. Will not leave my house, actually.
All right.
It comes with the blinds.
Mm. It comes with the Xbox.
Comes with the Xbox.
All right. Hi, I'm Cece. I joined in season 3 and got ascended to staff halfway through the season because I'm just that cool, and I've
You-
been stuck here ever since.
You kept
Help me.
spoiling my fucking lore to
Hi,
people, so I had to put an
Is
end to
it
it.
spoiling if I didn't actually know?
I had to
Is
NDA
it
you.
spoiling if it's always to me specifically?
It was clairvoyance, is what it was.
It's a follow.
Hi,
Apollo's got
Cece.
him.
Look, you gotta
Mhm.
talk
Hello,
to
Cece.
Sunny guy over here.
Yeah, Apollo hit this guy with a brick.
Alright, who's the next in line? TV!
You know,
Oh, me.
Wait,
Hi,
sorry.
guys.
Sorry.
Oh,
Quick question. Why the
Mhm.
fuck did we go, oh, we're going to do VC, but Try came after me?
Because I'm
it
co-owner.
just felt right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just felt right.
You're
Yeah, it
not.
just felt right.
Oh my god.
Also, Try jumped in.
Yeah, try
Because
to
I'm your partner. Because we share everything.
You're also
Yeah, you can
co-owner,
also share
so
the
you
back
know.
of the line. I don't know what you
Yeah.
want from me.
All right. It's TV.
I could make a evil joke right now. I could make such an evil joke
I'm
right now.
I know
I'm
where you're
live.
going with that.
I am live on Twitch, twitch.tv. Okay, sorry. TV, go ahead.
Hi everybody. I'm sorry. I'm TV. I joined Artoria as a member halfway through season 3, and since this past July, I've been drawing all the promo posters, and for some reason that makes me cool. For some reason that makes me an admin.
Yep.
Hi,
Hi,
TV.
T.
Hi, TV.
Hi, TV.
He is our personal PR team.
Yes.
TV is
Absolutely
holding up
slaying.
Artoria.
TV holding
I draw what I'm
Artoria
told to draw.
SMP Twitter up like fucking the fucking
Sisyphus.
boulder. Sisyphus
Sisyphus.
boulder.
See, I was thinking Atlas holding the world.
Yeah, I was also
type
thinking
thing.
Atlas.
No, Sisyphus. The way that this fucking Twitter just goes.
Yeah.
I'm more like that scene in The Lion King when Rafiki lifts Simba up, but like the edited version where he throws him off the cliff.
That's you
Jesus.
posting the promos.
Alright,
Yeah.
alright.
And then
Yeah.
Connor.
I'm right here.
Oh no, Connor.
You're
That's so
waiting.
stupid.
Anyway, hi. I'm Connor. I started as a builder, became a member, and was made a staff member entirely too fast.
Mm,
Hi,
no,
Connor.
I personally
No, you were
disagree.
complaining because someone joined staff at the same time as you who was like shorter in the server than you.
Yeah. It was funny though. It was that was back when I was
A wee lad.
when I was a wee lad, literally. Anyway, now I'm stuck here, and they're stuck with me. I will not leave.
Hi,
Where
hi,
CC is
Connor.
where CC is trapped,
Hi,
I
Connor.
am willingly here.
Connor.
Um,
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
do we
Hi.
want to start with talking about the finale?
Yeah, you guys have a lot to talk about, and I have a lot of food to eat. So,
All right.
I'm so hungry.
I mean, we can start. I mean, I don't know. We can start about it. Stuff was going on to where we had to plan the finale into a final 5 streams. You know.
Yeah.
There was the one with Rebellion and Aeon and all that stuff. Finally got to play NPCs again. Yippee!
Yahoo!
Yippee!
I mean, that was a whirlwind for all of the player people, but like for you and Try in particular, Jesus.
Well, we all had a part in like the
Yeah.
first 2, and then the last 3 days, it was me and Try being like, you guys knew the gist of what was going to happen, but it was me and Try adding stuff and being very secretive.
Didn't
We
you
were
guys
little
Yeah, like we
babies.
can't stress enough that the last 2-day or the last 3-day event, like we all knew the general outline of what was going to happen, but Try and CC literally had a hidden document away from the rest of us, would not talk about these plans in front of any of us at all whatsoever.
It was scary.
None of us knew
There
what
were
the fuck was
so many
happening. It was awful.
cryptic conversations happening around us at all fucking times.
I had to bring it up with my therapist.
It
You're
sounds like a
welcome.
joke, but they literally had to.
Yeah.
Dude.
Now, the document was called Evil Plans.
Yeah, because you know it's bad whenever it's the like Try and CC are the ones that always fork out the angst out of nowhere, and you're like, whoa, where did that come from?
There were a lot of concerning DMs sent to different people.
I once got a DM of like, hey, how would you feel about Adine and Artisan meeting up again? Like, oh my god, that's so cute. And they were like,
You've fallen right into my trap.
You absolute buffoon.
And then the rest of us got the message, oh yeah, are you okay with your character dying?
Yeah,
which
all of
I
us-
didn't
all of
know
us got
about.
the message of like, hey, you
And we
think
got
your character,
tell
like-
no one you messaged. You were
Yep.
messaged.
Yep.
Yeah,
We-
it's like it's like
I
this-
genuinely thought that was just me as Mr. Antagonist. I'm like, yeah, you know what? If it's satisfying to kill a Fi, then yeah, let's go for it.
honestly.
I killed that motherfucker, right?
I knew the moment that CC DM'd me that everyone had gotten this message just because I'm used to CC antics. They're like
I
the
mean-
DM that DMs everyone in the party, you are the mimic. You are the mimic.
Yeah.
I
Dungeons
was
and Dragons mention.
literally
Oh.
begging CC
Yeah.
to let Echo die.
This little
Please.
psycho was begging every chance he could to kill off his character. I attempted to vouch for him. I was like,
Mhm.
we'll see what happens. I can give no guarantees.
I wanted it so badly. Blue can also attest for this.
Well, Blue's not here. I'm just kidding.
Blue was in chat. I don't know
I
if
know
he's
Blue's
still
in
in
chat.
Blue is
but-
here.
Dude, when I
In
heard about
spirit.
that, I was like, I can't handle it.
He's right
Yeah.
behind me, isn't he?
Yeah.
I
I
think
mean,
if
Mhm.
we knew that you guys weren't going to end up with the quote unquote bad ending.
Yeah.
Which is why we were so confident with being like, yeah, okay, let's just go ahead and ask people if it's.
I mean, I
It's
was
always
kind of
good for just
surprised
in
that we
case.
got the right pieces for it. I was
Yeah.
totally expecting us to slip up on one of the pieces.
Me
The
too.
moment-
You guys,
Yeah.
you guys chose all the good artifacts to augment the sword.
We connected brain cells for a mere millisecond to make it
The
right.
one time we actually use our brain cells.
I felt like Dora the fucking Explorer. Asking people like, what artifact are we going to use for the sword?
Can
And
you say Adine's will?
Her determination?
determination?
Oh, we can't undertale this shit.
Bum-ba-da-da. Oh, never mind.
Oh, it's okay, TV.
sorry.
We'll
But
get
yeah.
them next time.
I nuts.
You what?
Okay.
What?
On my
You
couch,
what?
my new
On
couch.
stream?
I
Save it
got
for
a
the
good
God's
custom
hands.
couch.
On my
I'm
couch on
miserable,
the.
miserable
Oh my
place, I
god!
swear to
No,
God.
that's it. It's only
Okay.
been 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's...
We made this doc. We made this doc, and Troy was like, "Why didn't you put this on the Artoria drive?" And I was like, "Because they will look."
Oh yeah, we're all nosy.
You know how nosy we are.
You know what? The
Yeah.
fact that I like the last Friday, I was like looking through the
I knew it.
Artoria drive. Like I didn't before.
Yeah, the way I also looked through the Artoria drive. I hopped up on Friday and I'm like, oh, I can't hop into creative to give myself an item for stream real quick. Oh, we've all been de-opt. That's how much they don't trust us.
Yeah, no.
They wanted us
know.
to know
Well,
nothing.
We had constant commands running, and we left the commands thing on, so we were making sure everything was like coming in right. And obviously,
Been,
if
like,
you guys
running
were
smoothly,
opt,
yeah.
if you guys were opt, you would see all that.
Super
These
fair,
guys-
yeah.
These guys running like multiple equations, like fucking Einstein over here.
There's a lot of fun like code stuff that Tri whipped up for all this.
Yeah, like the fucking compasses that you guys just didn't even pay attention to, but it's fine, it's fine, and not
I
mad
paid
about it or
attention.
anything.
I paid attention to it. It was just so laggy I couldn't actually follow it.
We
I
figured
could've
it out
stayed.
after an hour.
Yeah, it was like 30
would've
minutes of
yelled
you
at them
guys
about it.
like looking at the compass being like, it's not pointing anywhere near wait, it is.
Wait, shit, it is.
I don't necessarily mind it because it gave everyone a chance to explore and find most, if not all, the books in Murstone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
At least everybody took their time, yeah.
Give you guys some downtime as well, which was
Yeah.
Mhm.
good, all things considered, until Microsoft decided to shit itself, but it's fine.
Yeah, can we talk
Yeah,
about that?
It's
Every
fine.
time we have like an important event
Uh.
once in a while, it shits out.
Yeah. At least we had gotten through most of the important stuff before things were nigh unplayable.
Yeah.
The worst
Um, yeah. Speaking of Murstone, that build, well done, guys.
Yeah.
So much.
Every
To
time
get
I
it
look at
done.
every time I look at it, my brain hurts a little bit, but not as bad as the end castle.
Trying.
Props
Oh my
to
God.
everyone
I-
who meticulously rebuilt Murstone. Insane.
Hi, I spent like
Hi.
at least 3 nights
Uh,
until like 4 a.m. working on this because I got fixated.
We told you
And
to
then
stop.
you really said and Severe's house. Gonna rebuild
Mhm.
that shit too.
I did.
Insane.
I built that entire thing in I think 3 days, and I went through VODs to get floor
Blur.
patterning, and the immediate interior.
You're so
God.
powerful.
You're
Absolutely
so
wild.
insane, and then you burnt
Madman.
yourself
You're
out.
stronger than I am.
And then I was
Yeah.
out for like.
You're
a
not
few
allowed to do
days.
this next season,
I
Blur.
I am
Hi,
ex-
Severe.
I'm
Hi,
excited to
Severe.
I'm excited to
I
see what you
severe. I
can
say
do
to.
when you actually like have a server to work on instead of just rebuilding what has already been built years ago.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Anyway, hi severe. I say to the suspiciously severe thing right next to me.
Thank you so much for
This-
that
this
follow
is-
to Sweetest Poison. Hi.
Oh my god,
Say,
hi.
Hi.
Hello.
say hi to stream.
Hello.
Oh my god.
Hi to stream.
Hi, severe.
Hi, Severe.
Nice. Skin fucking guys
Severe.
severe.
All right.
Oh god.
Honestly, I will say, like, for the finale, we, even in, like, with us that did a little bit, I think we pulled it together to make it a good ending. Because we kind of,
Oh, yeah.
like, speaking of the finale, do we want to talk about some of the rush stuff that we had to do? Because it was such a
Dude,
quick end.
I just wanna see the picture on the wall. I'm so angry about that, by the way. Because Try comes into my like not even my DMs. It was we were in a VC chat. They were like, "Hey, can I commission you for something?" I'm like, "Sure." And they're like, "Yeah, I need a drawing of Artisan and Adine." I'm like, "Why?" Computer background, and I'm like, "Don't fucking bullshit
Liar.
me. Why do you need this?" They're
No,
like,
you believed me initially, and then Cece came in and was like, "Yeah, I just commissioned Astra," and you're like,
Interesting.
and I was like, but also like I don't know. I did not believe that was for a computer background because I know you don't fucking care.
Cece didn't even
It
bother
is
trying
my
to make up an
computer
excuse
I
for
know
me.
it's-
They were just like,
Mhm.
they were just like, oh yeah, can I get this commission of this, 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 and this? And I just assumed, oh yeah, this is like for TV's birthday or something. And I feel so bad that I couldn't get the art done in time. But regardless, like, I was just like, oh yeah, this is totally fine and not at all related to the finale, right?
Why would
Right, guys?
Mhm.
Right?
No, yeah,
No,
we
like-
were. It
So-
was early in planning. Oh,
Mhm.
sorry.
No, try said it was for the computer background, and I was like, I don't think that's true. What is it actually for? And they were like, it's for a poster for after the finale to see where the characters ended up. I'm like, oh, that's really cute, actually. Liar! I've seen
lying,
jack
though.
shit on Twitter.
Doomed Yuri.
Yeah,
Actually.
okay.
Sorry.
I went to ask her, I was like, you don't have a comp sheet, but do you do commissions? Can you do a SPA commission? If not, if you guys weren't able to get these done in time, I was willing to speed run the art for you guys. Oh, so many backgrounds. Anyway.
Yeah, if it wasn't for you catching me on the worst week of my life,
Yeah.
I would have been so fine.
But no, yeah, that was something decided really, I think really when like we finally got the chance to actually like sit down and discuss, okay, how's this gonna go? What do we need? Because what we were initially signed up to do was to make stuff related to the choice TM. And the choice was basically Jod and the Misdies or just the Misdies basically. So we had to like we initially were just set up to do the stuff for whichever choice you guys could go in. And then we're like, but what if we did more? And we slowly kind of almost took over the final 3 days because of the choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and really early in, I like looked at Try and said, I was like, this is the final like season with like these characters, this world, even
We gotta
this
make these
god
bitches cry.
pantheon. Yeah. So it's like, what can we gotta give something for a cute send off? What if we did some sort of narration, with like pictures and images. I think early on we discussed like the potential of some of them being like moving a little bit, so it's not static. But it was like we didn't think we were gonna have enough time for that, so we just settled
No.
with it.
Yeah. I didn't cry
Um,
bullshit.
yeah.
I won't. I'm built different.
Oh, you
Hmm.
haven't seen it yet, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, pull it
we-
up.
Yeah, TV has not
Hold
seen it
up.
yet.
Okay.
We should pull it up live reaction. Live.
Guys, give me a second. I
No, you're fine.
Take your time.
do not have it downloaded.
I have it.
Yeah,
have
I
it, it's all
know,
good.
but like I don't have it set up that I can show it on stream.
Mm.
So I need a
do you
hot
have-
I need a hot
Okay.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah, give them a sec. We can keep talking. We can keep
Take your time.
talking.
No worries.
Here,
No worries.
right here. All you need is
Dude.
Are you wanting me to stream my screen? That way you can get it set up like to fit
No,
properly without
I
showing
will be
anything, or-
streaming my screen.
Okay.
Actually,
Damn.
damn.
While they're setting that up, I know for the last image, it was like drawing 11 people, and Try took that on, and it was like I do the background, you do the people, and I was like, damn, drawing 11 people in one art piece is a lot. And I think I was constantly like going like at Try's heels, uh, like trying to take stuff off their plate because they were doing a lot of most of the command stuff, and then drawing 11 people when drawing and everything. And I was like, I'm here to help.
Here, right
Try
here.
does have a bad habit of doing that,
I
yeah.
I'm literally powerful. This isn't gonna get me. Watch this.
I think one of the
Oh,
funniest things
no.
from the like the building process was we took schematics of the original Murstone from the season 3, season 4 world. And when we went to go put those schematics in, I may have flooded the overworld at least twice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some of Surface is still flooded, by the way. We should fix that before the world
that
file
that
goes
one
out.
wasn't my doing.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we fixed that, but that's fine.
There's
oh my
a couple
god,
small locations
who
I can
flooded
fix it.
Surface like that? That's so crazy.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Who would do that? That's insane.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's like so insane. Anyway,
Who would
Try
do
and
such
I
a thing?
Try and I were fixing the dome
Oh,
TM
thunder.
that we had built at the beginning of the season to try and be a spawn point because people kept spawning on the fucking
Oh, I
surface for some
forgot
reason.
about the dome.
Oh no.
we had a giant
had-
cake pop up above, essentially. That was like,
Wasn't there like at one point very early on before we had like planned this ending that we had thought that the dome was going to be our entrance into the Mist Realm?
Yeah,
yeah.
that was one of the original ideas. Yeah, but yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
I have it
No.
pulled up.
Oh
Are you
boy.
ready? T?
Sorry?
Yeah, watch this. I'm built different. Not gonna cry at all.
Trust.
You
Mhm.
guys to double check we can hear audio and stuff. Oh, snooze. Double check that we can hear audio.
They say when you die,
I can hear.
I can hear
Yeah,
it.
it's good.
What about on the stream?
I can hear it.
This is an
Yeah, it's
adjusted
on the
version,
stream.
by the way, from what was initially shown. Some minor adjustments were made to the video.
Yeah. Alright. You guys ready?
For uploading.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
your life
Fish.
flashes before your eyes.
Oh
It
no.
felt like one moment she dragged herself through a purple fog, and the next,
There was a little girl, no older than 5 maybe. A netherborn, her hair a plume of fire. She grew into her teens, a troublemaker, getting into fights with other kids. Not for no good reason, of course, she'd say to her parents before getting grounded or having to tend to the hogs. She'd grow into a young knight with a future most promising, if that venomous purple cloud had not descended upon her people. We see her confused, wandering through the purple haze, until she woke up, everything unfamiliar, the only piece of herself she held on to being her name. She was scared when the sounds of the people echoed across the walls of the nether, and so she ran. She didn't know who she was, or where she was going. We see another scene of her meeting people donning red gems, being taken in, meeting their leader who towered over her. a demon, she presumes, with strange, broken white horns. We see her on a mission, investigating some cult following a man with a missing horn. And we see her meet someone with wings of midnight sky and hair as red as sun's fire. We see awkward conversations, nervous first dates, children of will far too strong for their small size. These were the memories she treasured and held on to as vile mist scorched her veins for thousands of years as she wandered across the surface looking for sun's fire. There is pain. And she wakes up, feeling lighter, mind feeling clearer than it has for thousands of years. She stands firm on a hill of lush grass and makes her way to a small city. Walking into the center street, she finally sees it, fire red hair, midnight wings, and a yellow symbol. If she weren't already dead, she'd probably feel the air leave her lungs that moment. Staring at her with as much adoration as she remembered, two lovers run to each other, one waiting and watching for too long, in a wandering night whose 1,000-year search has finally come to an end. I found you, she whispers. I was always with you. Whispers and kisses are shared amongst the two lovers, two halves finally reunited. Her flame steps back, offering a hand, and in taking it, they soar into the skies, holding her in their arms. When each world is governed by a god pair, I'd like to think that the story is influenced by those gods' themes. People who had so much time, people who didn't have enough.
Many years have passed since we first saw these people, from the creation of a city to its unfortunate self-destruction, from the rebirth of ruin and nature's reclamation to the end of one story and the beginning of another. People who shared love and loss, heartbreak and hope, who in perseverance marched on, picking each other up so we may continue as best we can.
We've been through a lot in this story and behind the curtains, hoping that every piece will fit as best as it can, gaining new friends and saying goodbye to others as we continue on to share these ideas with those who wish to view them.
Not every story is made perfect. There are imperfections in everything that is created, imperfections that reflect those who made it. But what is important, what matters, is how much love and fun you have making it.
Not every story will join the hallowed halls that hold pieces akin to Homer's Odyssey or Shakespeare's Scottish play. But this story was ours, messy, imperfect, and loved.
And while the story has finished, from what we are able to do, there are more to tell.
Not here or with these characters, but I'm sure wherever we go,
We'll do so together.
and love.
Once upon a time, in a land far away, there lived two gods. A pair, as all gods are. As many pairs do, they started cordial, wanting nothing but peace for their land and the people they had created. However, these gods, their creations had a different mindset than their creators. They wished nothing but to quarrel, to fight, and swore each other's gods to be enemies of one another. The gods cried out in agony. Their pair, whom they were tied to, now their enemy due to the actions of others. They could do nothing but stand by and watch as mortals below fought in their name for a cause that neither believed in. So, the gods, doomed to hate each other, did so. However, in a time between day and night, when the sun is at its lowest, the moon peeking ever so slightly into the sky, it is said that the gods meet under the cover of darkness, in the hopes that one day their subjects will stop their fighting, so they may once again come together in the light. The end. Or the beginning.
There we go.
Yeah.
Show me your eyes.
Anyway, update.
Show me your eyes.
Yeah.
Show me your eyes. Oh,
Ah.
Oh,
Man.
oh, buddy.
their eyes are clean.
I loved it though. Oh, that's so precious.
So good.
Damn it.
It is. I do not
That
have
was
to
so
cry
wonderful.
again. I do not have to cry again. I do not have
Don't do
to
it.
cry.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Because then I'll
Okay.
cry, and then all of us will cry.
A mixture of an epilogue and teasers for, ideas we have for the next season.
If y'all have any
Um,
theories,
exciting.
not y'all.
Any...
If anyone in chat has any theories,
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Perhaps
wink, wink,
a
nudge,
eyes are dry.
Green.
Your eyes were not dry when the finale was happening, motherfucker. I see you, Okel.
You were crying like the rest of us, Okel.
You can't hide the truth.
I have that shit
I
on
specific-
4K.
God's crazy.
Crazy?
Oh my god.
we
Oh
are
my
not
God.
doing that.
Gods, once
were-
again?
They
That's
were.
wild.
They were. I am a big.
Yes.
You are a big.
I
Uh-huh.
am strong.
Young.
You may have been rapping, but you were rapping to hide the tears.
But no, yeah. It was definitely something like we weren't sure if this would get done on time. Obviously we saw there was the one shown was a messier, kind of imperfect version.
Fits
Uh,
thematically.
Just
Yeah.
to torment us, honestly.
But I mean, like it's in the video, imperfection. Anyway,
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
um,
It was like, unfortunately, down to the fucking wire when it came to
Oh,
rendering
yeah.
this. I don't want to talk about how my computer shat out on me because there was a Windows fucking update. I'll get you, Microsoft. I'll fucking get you. And so
First,
I lost
Microsoft
everything
fucking shuts
from
down.
last night. I was up until
Yep.
like 3 a.m.
First,
doing this
Microsoft
shit.
shuts down, and then it kills like Tri's computer. They want us to fail, but yet we persevere.
They hate
Microsoft
We
us.
survive.
The haters, Microsoft, who would try to
The
take us
haters,
down.
Microsoft.
The haters,
The
specifically
haters,
Microsoft.
/ mod creators. To be
Um,
fair.
Oh God.
the
How many times?
How many times?
brain, right? Yeah, in the I think I got a lot of my stuff done as fast as I could. And then it was like the last minute add-in at the end of that little story that you had improved on the first day.
Yeah.
And I was like, what if we added that in as as a teaser
Me
for
sweating bullets.
Yeah, we
That?
we all freaked out when that story was told on day one.
Oh my God.
We're just like, oh my god,
like...
did you talk about redacted? Is that redacted?
Dude, I literally send. Let me see. I literally send into our group chat.
Oh
Yep.
God. What horrible thing are you about to say right now?
I don't think it was anything horrible. I think we were
Yeah.
all
No,
just...
it was. I was like, is this play about them? And then the fucking the artwork of the gods.
Oh my God. Don't cry, little monster. We've got enough gods to feed you a lifetime.
Okay.
No, we won't.
um,
Not anymore.
but no,
I've
yeah,
seen
I was
too much of it.
I was like, hear me out. What if we add that in, and then we have this like tapestry-esque piece we could have scrolling, so it's not a lot of work. That we could read the story to behind, and they're like, okay, and I was like, I will get it done. Record the lines. Stayed up until 2 a.m. before the final day. I'm pretty sure it was either before the final day or before the second day. Don't remember.
It was the second day, I believe you sent me over the line, so
Yeah. So I would like as best as I could with that, which is why it's very minimalistic.
I think it's better that way.
hearing
It does not stop it from being my phone background.
Yeah, it's my phone.
Exactly, same.
It's my phone background. It's my computer background. I like one screen is the tapestry, the other one is but like specifically let me see. Specifically
Yeah.
the up one where they're reaching out to each other. And then the other other screen is fucking Artisan and Adine.
Dude, if I had the time, I would have put together all of our like bloopers and outtakes and shit.
Oh my god.
There's a fair amount.
Oh, there's a
Anyway.
mine that me sending over the wait, where is that file? Let me see. Fuck. Artoria SMP season 5 audios.
Yeah, try messaged you guys in our group chat being like, "Hey, can you guys record these like 2 words?" And I was like, "Oh, I know what you're doing."
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
I suspected it was at least for something related to the final days, but I didn't know what you guys were doing.
Listen, if I
Same.
could send me like a thing telling me to read like I don't know, the Bible, and I would do it anyway. I would do it anyway.
No questions.
I can't say
No
that one
questions
out.
asked.
That's
I'd record
so
myself
appreciated.
reading the Bible just for you. Just for my friends.
Thank you, buddy. I
Don't tempt
appreciate it.
them.
What am I
As a
looking
treat.
at?
As a treat.
I would ask you to read specifically the Chinese variant of the Bible.
What?
Damn.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's specific. This
That's
is
very
impressive.
specific.
this is
You
what
like
I
me?
recorded.
Breathe if yes. Recite the Bible.
What the
Japanese.
fuck?
No. Sorry.
This is what I
I need to turn you
recorded
down.
for for try.
Oh god.
Oh no. What am I about to see? I'm scared.
Did I not actually share my screen?
You
Nope.
did.
Okay.
They
You
just
did,
said
but
in the stream like a loser.
Hey.
Yeah, but all they need to see on the stream is the audio, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All they need to
It's
hear
just
is
a
the
whole
audio.
thing of like this is for whatever try wanted it to be because I didn't know what it was.
They were so
Yeah.
mad about that too.
No, we
They
get
were
like
so mad.
so upset because we couldn't tell you anything. You know we're playing something evil and we can't say anything.
It's the idea of wow, my story is ending that I've been working on really hard for the past 5 years with the characters that I fucking love, and I don't even know how it's gonna end.
It wasn't gonna be like you know us. We wouldn't have done anything crazy or anything like that. But I think it's really funny how like
I mean, other than making a
you
video with
log
you guys
onto the
crying, you know.
server and you're de-opt, you're like, oh, my server, the server that I pay for every month, and I'm de-opt on it. No, I get it. No, it's fine.
When you could have just hopped into the server console to fix shit.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
You know.
You could
Yeah,
really
but if
fix
I'm
yourself.
dude, I love being dramatic about it.
Of course.
If this is going to become my problem, I'm gonna make sure it's everyone else's problem as well.
It's gonna be as dramatic as humanly possible.
In true artisan fashion.
In
Truly.
true artisan fashion. Complain about shit that that you can fix.
A king walking among their subjects. Okay, Okal, calm down. Not to get poetic over here.
Okel is still waiting for that 12,000 back, dude.
Okal, weren't you gonna make sure that we have a fanfic of yours to read here on Cubecast?
Oh my god.
There you go.
Or
Between
there was like gonna be a recording or something of Okel reading it.
something like that.
I think it was.
It's okay. I'll do my best
just
Okel
the
impression.
I don't remember.
I can literally
Don't-
give them
don't
a
actually make me do that.
I have
Don't
it
actually make me
ready?
do that,
Oh,
don't
okay.
actually.
I can
Have-
give him
oh,
a
shit.
I can give
Oh.
him a guest invite, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I
What
put
was
the
happening?
Someone
put
put
the
a random
invite a
picture of
guest.
Okel in here. I don't know if
The
Okel has
Evil
to react
Plants
to.
doc is here as well.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
By the way, ad break in
Okay.
1 minute. Or wait,
Okay.
no, it's still going. Never mind.
Okay.
Where
I
is
wasn't paying
We
attention to it.
used
God
all
damn
of our
it.
skips. Rip.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got the ad. Awesome.
Thank you.
I
use
want to skip
copy.
the ads?
I
Fuck
got a gifted sub, so.
fuck you, Discord. What the fuck is this?
What do you want me to try?
What is
Give me a second. This is awful place. Awful place. Invite Invite as guest. Generate new link. Copy. Do not copy. Why does it keep copying hidden use copy button instead of the actual link?
Can I help you? Can I help you really
No,
quick?
it's
Give me
fine.
a moment. Give me a moment.
This is
It's-
painful. This is
No,
painful.
no. It's fine. I
Yeah.
That
got
sounds
it.
like it's fine.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Some things written down the doc obviously didn't go exactly as it did on stream. Especially at least like NPC wise. Um, since it was just me and Try.
Yeah. Give me a second.
You got this. I believe in you.
No.
Yeah.
He should have gotten. Yeah. I already sent it. He should have gotten the
Yeah.
link now.
Come forth.
Also, please do not share the doc on screen. It has some real names in it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Oh my
it's
god, hi.
Okel!
Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to staff.
Okay. The disembodied voice of Okel joins us today.
Now, I have a feeling you're all here to listen to a tiny bit of literature I wrote a couple of days ago.
I'm scared.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote this in a great period of what I'd like to call the
VOD bum.
loneliness and melancholy, as I put it. And
Uh-huh.
I started thinking back on all of my experiences here in the Artoria SMP. And I had them all manifest within this piece of art right here.
Do you want to
Anyways,
clear your throat?
Why do you sound like you're a jazz
Yeah.
singer from the 1970s all of a sudden? Like, did you
Why do you
smoke
sound
a
like
pack
you-
a day for the past 10 years? Like, what happened?
How many
It's
packs did you
that.
smoke today, man?
It's to
This
add
is
to
one
the
week off of
ambiance.
Artoria.
It's to
This
add
is
to the
what one week off
ambiance.
will do to you. This is what.
I'm
This
quickly.
is for the ambiance.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to clear my throat because then I'll lose it.
Second, I have an image of them
I'm scared.
Oh boy.
you have nothing.
I'm waiting for the Okel picture to like drag in.
Drag him by his fucking legs.
Hey.
God,
Okay.
motherfucking damn. What did bro do to you?
We had
Yeah.
them.
YouTuber.
We keep Okella in a cage in the basement. We let him out whenever we need to do promos.
Pretty much.
I go out for two things. Number one is for the promos. Number two is for my smoke break, so I can sing, so I can read like this. I actually had 15k. I gave 12k to Artisan and then spent 3,000 on cigarettes that I smoked exclusively for 3 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
just for this occasion.
You gotta go fund me for more
Incredible.
cigarettes. I got
Fuel
you.
my nicotine addiction.
Anyways, there you go. Set up a little.
Where am I? I can't see
Yay.
it on the stream.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
That's
stream's
fitting.
delayed.
That's really fitting.
That's so
That's-
good.
Alright. Now, during my days of loneliness, I reflected back on a small character by the name of the Promoter, which is to say the character I use whenever I advertise this SMP. And I talked about the NPC I love of all, the Magpie. So, here we are, from my extensive library, the Promoter X the Magpie. Once upon a rainy evening, the Promoter looked up longingly at the stars in the days. How long has it been since their beloved thought of them? Their dreamy expressions reeled into their glasses/eye sockets. I'm not sure, I didn't study biology. I have wasted a lot of money studying film, which is kind of odd, but I feel the necessity of art in the modern structure should be protected by new endeavors unto which the culture of our ever-changing will can be cemented in history. Anyways, back to the story. The promoter perked up their head as they heard the door open. Standing there, cast in the shadow, was a robed figure, one of an ambiguous gender, which kind of makes me feel confused, but in a good way. Not in the sense of an inherent masculinity or femininity, but kind of a middle ground, you know? It feels tender and free, away from the ideals of gender conformity which plague many individuals in life. Anyways, they lingered in the doorframe, perched against the antique wood of my small bungalow in the countryside of my beautiful homeland of Ireland. We had bought the home on a leaf from a lovely man by the name of Eamon or Donal, or something of the sort. I can't remember exactly. It was kind of a fixer-up in my humble opinion, but we built our lives together in this house, and thus I feel it is truly ours. Anyways, the magpie looked at me, fluttering his lashes, and said, "I want you." What? I replied, "Fade to black." Cut to later, after he rocked my world. I don't know what the fuck happened because I was it was so legendary and cool, and we said yeehaw a lot. We laid in bed while Love and Happiness by the legendary soul artist Al Green played on my turntable. The magpie, yes, I fucked the magpie before you, suck it, had a cigarette hanging loosely from her lip as, as they had their arms folded behind their head, resting against the headboard. You know, Bob Dylan wrote a song, I started. Shut the fuck up. He interrupted. I'm smoking. He blew cigarette smoke into my face, which prompted me to cough into my palm. He relaxed with that sweet release of nicotine. God, I miss nicotine. Take a moment to flutter his wings. I looked at him with confusion, feeling somewhat bizarre about this whole relationship. And he said, Magpie, what? I said, Magpie, what are we? We're purely fictional, he started. A figment of imagination. I feel in life, sometimes we are just fake cells made up by the imagination, such as you are an idealized version of some random person, and I don't know, am somewhat of a peak gender goal. I looked at him. I said, Magpie, you know what? I quite like you a lot. He smiled tenderly at me, looking at me with those eyes that he had on our first date in the small coffee shop somewhere in my city. It was a nice kind of quiet place, away from all the people. But I didn't really like the prices of their coffee. They were kind of too expensive. I mean, you could get yourself a mocha. I usually drink mochas whenever I go out for a meal for €4.50, which I mean, it's kind of on the cheap side if you really think about it. But for me, it's kind of a lot of money to spend on one kind of occasion. But we kind of had that date together, and it was kind of nice. It was when I kind of first kind of came out with him saying, "Look, I like you. I want to spend my life with you." And it kind of started off from there. But anyways, we were lying in bed as always, and then he stood up, putting on his robe again. He had this blue robe that was kind of nice. And I looked at him and said, Magpie, are you going so soon? And he said, yes, my people need me. And with that, he flew off. The end.
That's fucking
Beautiful.
cinema.
Hey,
That's
out of
cinema.
10.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Holy
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Jesus Christ.
Bravo. Bravo.
Truly literature.
Beautiful.
Literature.
Thank you.
There's so
Thank you.
many. There's so many terms I'm gonna have to explain when the stream is done. There's so
This is
many.
fine.
Wait, which one is your mother?
Hi, mom. I'm not telling you right. Hold on.
There's only
I have to type
one
it out.
name that I
Don't tell him
don't
on
recognize.
stream.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
don't-
Oh my
say
god,
it
hi
out loud.
mom.
Everybody's
Is it
say hi to my mom.
is it Mother Goddess 99?
Why would you say that?
You
Hi,
could
Mama
have played it off.
Miser! Hi, Mama
Hi,
Miser!
Hi, Mama Miser.
Hi,
Love
Mama
you.
Miser.
Severe.
I miss Connor's mom.
Samir's here.
I miss
Hello, my
Connor's mom.
streaming children! Let's fucking go!
I knew it.
Let's
I knew
go.
it. I predicted it from the start.
You predicted
No.
it from the start.
Hold on, I'm throwing this in the Artoria general chat.
I have a
No.
tiny bit of a confession to make.
Uh-oh.
The
Oh.
entire second half of that fanfic was just improv. I did not finish it.
That's beautiful.
Good
You
job.
Impressive.
Absolutely
That's kinda what I
beautiful.
thought.
I was like, this feels like improv.
No, put the meme on
Good
stream.
shit.
Put it on the stream.
Oh
put
my
the
god.
meme on.
That's awesome.
Dude.
I made the joke.
I remember. Was it me that made it, or was it Severe? I can't remember.
I
idea.
don't know. It could have been
So,
either. Severe, what do you think?
I have a
Oh, rule
I
number
don't
one.
remember what we said to.
Hmm?
I don't even remember what the conversation was that made us create that meme.
It was an art piece that Artisan made, and everyone was like,
Oh,
"Who we
yeah.
are, who we
Who
No,
made the-
no,
Magpie
actually,
Patreon.
actually, that was
Magpie.
not it because it was actually tied back to me again.
It's always you that starts the shit.
Oh,
It was-
I swear
Yeah.
to God.
Man, I got
It
here
was-
too late
It's
for
fine,
the
they'll count the
magpie
scene of the
fucking
crime.
drama.
It was from the end of season 4 meeting
Mhm.
where we talked about what we wanted to do with the characters, and I talked about having Okella back,
The magpie.
and I
Nice.
did really bad phrasing of like, what if Okella fucked with the magpie was what I said, and then everyone just like, you're not having Okella fuck the magpie, and then I think around 2 minutes later that meme was created, and it will haunt me everywhere I go.
It was either me or Severe because I remember like I don't know.
I
I blacked
genuinely
out.
think it's severe.
I blacked out and I woke up and it was right there. It was right there.
Severe said, "What about the Blood Queen?"
I love her.
What?
I'd
Y'all
fuck
are
the Blood
wild.
Queen.
You
Oh.
added it. Oh
Well-
my God.
Let's go.
Well, listen. I may
We're
have-
adding
I may have
photos.
broken the rule.
Cool.
That fanfic's canon, right,
Talking
guys? The fanfic's
fun.
canon.
No.
Yeah, totally can.
There's nothing canon
I
for
made
the
a list of
magpie.
NPCs so that I can pin one down.
Everything
Whoa.
is canon and nothing
But-
is canon all at once for the magpie.
Well, you're
Yeah.
you're doing
Fanfic's
what now to the
canon.
NPCs?
It wasn't you,
No,
Severe? Who was it? I guess it was Connor then. Okay.
Yeah, listen. I just blacked out and Mematic was open on my phone. I don't know what happened.
It does have a
I don't know.
mematic on, like a mematic like fucking thing on there,
Yup,
so I know
watermark.
it's Connor.
Yeah, I'm cheap. I just need to take the watermark off.
I respect it.
Am I now sent back to my pit? Am I?
You want to
Not
say
yet.
anything? You want to say anything about this season? You want to share anything with the class,
Not this season?
Anything to the YouTube audience?
or just
I
story
suppose
in
if you
general?
want a members, the story in general.
Yeah.
I suppose kind of Sorry, I'm trying to think now. Kind of coming in like halfway through, like I came in. Well, not even halfway
You're
through.
what?
Like
Uh-oh.
three fifths through.
Cece.
Coming in halfway through. I mean, it was kind of odd because you had to contrast with like 3 years worth of lore. You know,
Mhm.
I kind of like I had no clue about the gods and all that. Y'all had your set dynamics. You know, I knew like he knew a lot about the world than I did when I first came in, but I still found like even with the newer members, it was very kind of easy to find the footing.
Mhm.
And if you're afraid to ask, you could definitely do a lot with even the kind of established characters. You know, you didn't have to. It wasn't like a right time, right place situation. It was just whenever. You know, there was a lot of freedom with it, with the lore. Um, be it sometimes you'll get your ideas shot down, but I mean, you were able to do whatever you want. Like, I mean, half of my plans didn't come true mainly due to the fact I was extremely lazy. Still, at the end, I managed to get the arc I wanted.
At least you're honest about it.
No, I am incredibly honest. It is all entirely on me being extremely lazy.
I respect it.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thank you all very much for the Artoria SMP. Good fun. I really hope you keep me on. Oh well, sorry, no. I hope you free me from my dungeon. But
Let me out.
One
let
day.
me out.
but I hope I don't get dragged in. Dragged back. Wink, wink.
You know, all those
Alright.
magpie like servitude years that you got in lore are actually for real life. So
Yeah, no. Like,
sorry. Sorry.
I have a feeling when I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna get brought back. It's like, listen, pal, we have a lot more plans with you, and it's like, oh no, no.
No, you can't escape us that easily.
You're not allowed.
You
No,
ready
I
to
really
repeat
can't.
Okella's arc from between seasons 4 and 5?
I
You're
mean,
not dying on us yet.
I had a magpie following me home on Wednesday.
That's so scary. I would simply cry, actually.
I felt like
Actually-
the world was ending.
I send them.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
You're like Odin, and
Alright.
instead of crows,
not
you send
scary.
magpies to watch everyone. You send
yeah, but that's all. Thank you very much for listening to my literary endeavors. My collection of poems, Okella Too Cool to Be Kel, is
So
being
what's the
released
sound
on
drop?
the
When the sound drop
14th of
is-
December.
Oh,
Well, I'm getting around to that. My collection of poetry, Okella Too Cool to Be Kel, is released on the 14th of December this year, so get it from your next retailer. And my debut album, Kel to the End, is being released on my SoundCloud, MC Olin, in and around July, so keep an eye out for that.
Just know that in July I will be in your DM asking for it.
It's a birthday
Same.
present. It's a birthday present.
You're right.
It's a birthday
I just want
My
I
birthday
just
is
want
in
to let
July.
you know. I just want to let you know, Artisan, if you genuinely expect that, I will record covers of the entirety of Bob Dylan's album, Free Willing Bob Dylan, and send it to you.
Yes.
I will make an entire cover album.
An entire cover album, but the lyrics is vaguely related to Artoria SMP.
Yeah.
No,
Minecraft-
not at all. It's just gonna be Bob Dylan, nothing else.
Yeah,
Alright.
Minecraft parody entirety of Bob Dylan's item.
This is Artoria SMP,
Someone's
not
already
Bob
done that.
Dylan SMP, so
All right. You gotta go.
yeah, gotta go.
Well,
Send him back to the
Back-
fields.
Back to the cage.
Whoa,
oh.
what?
Cece, no.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
I mean, the
That's a
green
tiny-
fields, they're always frolicking in.
I need the British
That's
into you to like calm down a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
Like
Ooh.
No, sorry.
For context viewers who can't see Okel, they turned their camera on and they are pulling at their shirt nervously.
I think the green fields, they're always frolicking in before streams.
That's very interesting, CC. Anyway, back to the cage you go.
Anyway.
Back to the cage you go.
Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.
Is it really
Does it work?
Cubecast if we don't have a random Okella interruption
I
/
suppose.
cameo?
Alright, looking at this doc, fun. This is
Evil.
Don't show it on stream.
I'm
but,
not,
you know,
I'm
Yeah, it has. Yeah, I already
Yeah.
assume it has some real names in
it
there.
does have one real name.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's mine.
awesome. It is not yours, buddy. Sorry.
I know, I was being silly.
Yeah.
Do we want to read what's on here?
I
I
mean,
think maybe just dissecting a few
it's-
things here and there. Like if you guys have any questions on stuff.
I think for me I think the most interesting part
Sorry.
have a fight and a crew join the others on this day to hunt everyone else down. The group can try to sway a fight to fight Jod with them. What happened to that?
well, Astra didn't have enough time for that.
Oh yeah,
stream.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had an event during that day, so I was only available for like an hour. So I was just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna speed this up and
Yeah.
try and be redeemed as quickly as possible here.
Speed run.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
didn't actually beat the shit out of you. It's
Speedrun.
fine.
Yeah, it's okay. Everybody got a good punch in, and it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like you were like, I only have like an hour to do this, and I'm over here being like, that's a lot of like,
Like,
You're entering your millennial era. Be careful.
entering my Valley Girl era. Actually,
I will end
actually,
you.
like, anyways.
anyway, but no, yeah, looking back, it's like we talked. It's like, oh, okay, well, we can at least set you up that you're joined with the group, so you can at least be on the final day with everyone.
That, and I was left alone. I was expecting to have at least a couple of my like Liveneth branch team members with me on my side, so I wasn't just a lone villain there.
They betrayed
double
your
was
ass.
great. The
Yep.
double
Dude,
back
oh my
stab
god.
was insane, dude.
So,
That was wild.
me like getting that recording from you, Astra, where like it's like, oh, they're all going to betray them, and then fucking me being like, oh my god, this is fucking crazy, you guys, and so being like, actually watch Blur streams end as well. It's like, what?
What?
Yep.
And then I watched that,
And I
and
had no idea.
like I don't know what Dave's idea was or what he was gonna do. He didn't show up the whole weekend, so too bad.
Yeah.
But
Dude, the
Soul,
fact that it was like 3D fucking chess though is in.
oh yeah,
That was
No.
such a good plot twist.
I guess
I was
4D chess.
so excited.
Normal chess is 3D chess, you guys.
That's great.
But yeah, we didn't know, because when this was planned, we didn't know who would still stick with FI for
If
the
anyone,
yeah,
Sorry.
if any Gesundheit. If anyone would. So,
Mhm.
that's why that's, still in there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, I let me see. I'm like the fucking items were really fun.
Mhm.
Um, about who is in one fell swoop you were placed into a world you didn't know. In place of miasma and darkness, of course, you turned out the way you did. Is that
Alice.
about Jade?
Yeah. No, Alice.
Alice. Okay.
Ah,
I take.
Oh.
That makes sense.
that does make sense.
It's sad we never got to see Alice this season. I
Mhm.
think that's something that I
Yeah.
really missed.
I
Mhm.
definitely disclaimer out there, people. We had a lot more planned. We just did not have the energy to be able to use Minecraft as a medium for all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
it
to
was
sigh.
mostly because of my health this season.
Mm.
Not great.
Mhm.
Went downhill
Well,
really
let's
quick.
not blame it all on your health.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
come
hello.
Oh,
on,
my
we
bad.
all
All
have
your
our mental health on top of that.
Excuse
Like, come on,
me.
come on.
I didn't have a
There's
crash
a
on
lot
nothing.
How
of
many of
serious.
us got epilepsy midway through this season?
None of us. But how many? I can't say that. I
How
can't
many
say
of
that
us
on
had to
stream.
seek professional help this season?
Yeah, how many of us had to seek
How many of
I
us need
think
to still seek professional help this season?
you needed to seek professional help before the season. That has nothing to do with
Wild.
I know.
Uh,
no, but I do think that like me in the middle of the season getting the epilepsy diagnosis did not help at all.
mm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
There's a fair couple of factors like behind the scenes, whether it's work, IRL stuff,
Mhm.
um, you know,
Sorry.
Uh,
but see, this season definitely wasn't perfect, and I mean, we have reasons why those flaws are there, but there's still plenty of parts that we enjoyed.
Oh yeah, dude,
Oh yeah.
Naraya's
Yeah.
arcs went fucking crazy this season.
Mm.
They were like whiplash. One of my favorite things I would say about the server, specifically like because this was more of a rebellion stream thing, was when Try decided one day to just, as Solus, be like, you know what? I'm gonna play loud as fuck music.
I think like this season as well is also about Try. The effects shit that you have done this season has been absolutely
Mhm.
fucking insane. Genuinely
Bananas.
something I've never seen on any other server.
so
Yeah,
good.
this season was very ambitious, in a lot of different ways.
Good
No,
admit.
like one of the big things like we started doing like very early on in the season was the voice recordings
Oh yeah.
that we'd find.
I wanna or I'd like that to be even more like next season, but probably
Yeah.
wanna look for actual voice actors instead of just having
Mhm.
staff do it.
Yeah, I mean, we also won't have all of that, like, because specifically for those voice
Yeah, those
discs
were
in particular, it was for
records.
an archive, so
Yeah,
Mm.
that
it would make sense that at least some of us were on thing. But I agree. I think if anything, next season we look for some voice actors.
Mhm.
I keep getting fucking Snapchat messages because my
Hmm.
cousin posted
Ew.
something on Snapchat. Fuck off.
Mhm.
Well, tell your cousin that
No,
we're
not
busy.
not.
I'm just kidding.
I'm trying to think what else can should we talk about maybe like some people's arcs that got scrapped?
Can I say
Yeah.
something really quickly first, actually?
Oh
Ooh.
yes.
I
So,
should.
Krause's revival, right?
Mhm.
Oh.
Uh, I want it to be known that the entire reason that entire arc happened, or at least whatever, was because I was modeling Echo's wings and I got so frustrated with them, I wanted them gone.
Mhm.
And
You were
so
Sorry.
That's so awesome.
One thing led to another, and then it was like, what if we revive Chouse? And then here we go.
Dude
Yeah.
really was like, I wonder if there's a way we could get rid of them.
Yeah,
Bro
no.
said, I'm tired
I wanted
of
them
doing
gone.
Let me make it my
You were
character's
waiting for
problem.
so
Be gone.
You were waiting
Months.
so long for that too.
Months.
Yeah.
I'm
I
pretty
know
sure
that
that was
that
almost a year of planning because that was pretty early on.
yeah, we knew
Yeah,
very
holy
early
shit.
on that was gonna happen. It was just one of those things where it's like we had
When
to
is it gonna
wait.
happen?
Yeah, like we
Yeah.
couldn't just
Mhm.
immediately revive her.
Mhm.
I know that that was one of the arcs that we all vouched for. Of like this still needs to happen, even though the season is ending early.
Mhm.
I
Because
know,
people are
like,
screaming and
March-
crying for it. Screaming.
March 6th was around the time, I'm pretty sure.
yeah,
Mm.
I messaged like, hey, I want my character's wings gone.
I know,
Please
like,
make lore of that.
I know, like, one of the arcs that got scrapped was Severe's festival.
Mhm.
I remember, like,
Mm.
in was it August? I had a meeting with Severe about it, and like we wrote everything down. It was like, yeah, when we come back from our break, in October, no, September or October.
October,
September was
'cause
our
we would've-
break.
But so when
Yeah.
we come back in October, like we'll be planning this out, and then so many like other things happened, including like in September I had that vacation.
Mhm.
And
A rarity amongst you specifically
yeah,
having a vacation. Truly.
truly a rarity. I never want to relive it. Thank you. Stuck in Spain for a week.
That was definitely very a rough time going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
because like we did have it planned that did we ever actually save uh did we actually ever save Alara, or did we just forget completely that she like
You guys saved Alara. It
We
was on a
saved her
stream.
yeah.
Yeah, it was on a stream Music couldn't join in with. But yeah, y'all saved y'all got Alara out of jail after the garden party.
We were going to have a lot more build up with that of
Yeah.
Alara
Yep.
having essentially being made an example of by the queen.
Yeah.
But unfortunately we just did not have
the time or energy.
the time
It
for
it just ended up like
Mhm.
we had a lot of plans because especially at the beginning of the season we had made like I wouldn't say too many plans, but we had like a general idea of where things were gonna go. And then like when
I
everyone
think there was a lot. This season definitely suffered from too many plans that we couldn't get to all of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then every yeah, so specifically Severe's, it was planned that at Severe's festival for their lore, the queen would make an example out of Alara by scratching out her eye, or like at least scratching over her face. To really show that if the Brood Mafia isn't gonna do anything, then she'll just take it into her own hands. And that never got to happen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which
Um
sucks.
yeah.
Happens.
I
It's
think
like
I think I should go last as far as it canceled
yeah, you
scrap
have
stuff.
like so much. I can go next because mine wasn't really big.
Mhm.
So my scrapped stuff.
Big to me.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
TV would have been involved in this. So my scrapped lore was I was gonna go and delve into the Music of Family and kind of go through some of that, and I hand recreated because I didn't save a schematic. I did a hand recreation of the pit, my build from seasons 3 and 4, that we were going to go to, and we were going to find the zombified remains of TV, and we were going to make the Cure and Cure TV and TV would have become a part of the Sapphire Society.
I like you must imagine like there's a test tube with character TV inside of it and me, actual TV, just like wailing at it, like hands against it, face against it, sliding to the floor, just like sobbing my eyes out. I miss her so much.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I mean, it's fine. I was getting too busy to really do much anyway. Like,
Yeah.
it's sad, but like it's just it was a lot. There's also I'm so sorry, movie. And I cradle her in my arms. Her movie.
Or baby. She was like, oh, movie. It
It was never really said out loud because I didn't really play movie in a lot of scenarios, but movies like original purpose was to be a replacement body for character TV, but character TV died too soon and the movie wasn't done. So she just lived without that purpose and then was given the new objective of protecting Gaia's Glade, where she shut down forever. Character TV coming back was supposed to spark like this crazy identity crisis where she was supposed to be like super rebellious, but it never happened.
Damn.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome to see, though.
It wouldn't.
Yeah, I
she's
think
special to me.
I think what like we tried so much for like a lot of members, like sparking ideas for them, that we have so many like loose ends that just don't go anywhere. Like the old Asmodeus cult being a Solana cult. There's so much bullshit that we could have done for it, and we had it completely prepped for members, and the two people that was for, they just didn't have the time anymore, and so they left, and so we were left with this cult that just didn't go anywhere. It's like, oh
Yeah. It's like the
There's a fair amount of lore that got messed up because a lot of people left. Obviously, for most people, it was for very legitimate reasons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
A lot of
no tea, no shade,
no.
no lemonade for those people out there.
No, like it
Appreciate
was
you.
it
Like-
was genuine, just people being busy or like having jobs, and like not everyone can be hot and unemployed, you know. Some people do have to be
none of us in
unemployed.
here are employed. I hope you know that.
Me reaching my hands toward the sun, the skull lore.
Please. Dude,
You don't
Connor's Oracle lore over and over
Oh
and
my
over
God.
and
Don't
over
get me
again.
started.
Can I please?
Shut up. For 3 seasons, like season 3, season 4, and season 5. Go ahead.
They were
I
putting
think it
the
was just 4
fucking
and
ringer, dude.
I think it was just
so
4
bad.
and no, they were in season 3. I forgot.
Yeah,
season
no,
3
even worse. This season had a total of 4 oracles that all left due to time restraints. 4.
I
It was
rewrote
rough.
that
It
lore.
was rough, dude.
I rewrote that lore 4 times.
That's
Sorry,
why,
buddy,
like,
I got your back next season.
That's why, like, I put so much emphasis on the oracle streams that we had with Linus. So
Yeah,
you would
which,
still
like,
have that with an NPC instead of like
Whoa,
a player character.
whoa. Linus?
Linus.
The Oracle.
Yeah.
Did
I
we
thought
ever?
it was pronounced different.
Linus.
I thought it was
Linus?
Linus.
I thought it was Linus.
Yeah, I thought it was
Linus. Linus.
Linus? I don't fucking know,
Linus.
dude.
I remember making a Linus tech tips jokes, and you were like, "No, it's Linus."
Ah.
I could very well be wrong. It's been a while. I'm tired. It's 1:30.
The same thing.
And the funny thing is that it's not even with other player characters. Like last season as well, the Oracle stuff I had planned for character Connor as a concept was just like it did get done, but like there was nothing really done with it.
It was again because you were stuck to another player character.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's
Never trust anyone again. Never trust anyone.
Okay, so I don't think that should be the moral of our story.
No. I know it was just very
No.
unfortunate circumstances, unfortunately.
Yeah, just history repeating itself too many times. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
I need the fates to stop bonking me with a stick.
yeah.
And any other scrapped stuff before I get into
Please.
it? Because I have a lot.
I
I
know.
also have quite a
yeah,
bit.
Astra had
One
We had
last-
some really cool fucking stuff planned for a fight.
Oh yeah.
Not even just a fight. It was the whole Ruby Mafia. Like
was-
I was
yeah.
specifically thrown on staff to take care of like, oh yeah, you're in charge of Ruby Mafia lore and like developing those things as characters. And we had so many streams planned out between investigating the family members of the rebellion,
it would've
giving
been
everybody
so good.
exposition to their backgrounds and looking into like past characters from season 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get to any of it. We got one stream in investigating Solus and Artoria, and by that point we were just like, oh, okay, we're too burnt
We're
out to
done.
do anything else with it.
I
Yeah.
am very glad that we got it. Like, I'm very glad that I vouched to get that one, that stream as the first one, because that one,
Me too.
because that one could also feel very much on its own because they're NPCs,
Mhm.
to the story lore instead of just Naraya's backstory.
Exactly.
Because had we done, say, for example, like Sylvia's family first, we would still have NPCs to talk to, but it would have been
That's-
very specific to only Sylvia's character, while Artoria and
Yeah.
Solus were
Yeah.
also server characters, so it would not have been just specifically to Naraya.
Exactly.
Also,
like it
I
had
would
a
have been being
consequence to it
questioned.
more.
And,
Yeah. Which
Yeah,
speaking
you would have.
of
That was the plan.
Yeah,
I
speaking
know.
of Sylvia's family, like the only small bit that was like rest of unplanned was I was planning on an arc where Sylvia's older brother came in, and it was supposed to be like a family sort of thing of like, because Sylvia's story was completely about like redefining yourself as a person because she started off as a noble, and it was supposed to be kind of like that final ending part of it, but that was scrapped due to time constraints and also just getting another NPC to play with like these events and whatnot going on was pretty hard. So it was scrapped, but that's about it for unscrapped things for Sylvia. I got most of her stuff done pretty much.
Yeah,
mean,
I was
even at-
in. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I was in a little bit of a weird spot with Phi because I joined in towards the end of this season where we ended things off with the Liveneth branch. So it was a bit of a challenge trying to come up with a backstory that fit into the world's lore while still being unique enough. Like we had planned in that Phi would like dig into his background more with Afka and the Church of the Magpie, and like having the Ruby Mafia train with her to learn magic and defend themselves against the mist better. And it would lead to eventually going to Aphia's home village that was ravaged by the mist. And everyone there was turned to shattered. And trying to find information there, where Aphia would eventually get caught by Naraya and taken in by, like as sort of hostage by the rebellion.
They're more of a like, we don't know what to do with you, but you're here now.
You're here now, you're certainly not going back kind of deal. And like Aphia would eventually have joined the rebellion, but at that point, we already like had no time left in the season to take care of anything else. So that sort of redemption arc, or even like going into his background, was scrapped entirely, and he just became a massive simp, working for the wrong side. Yep.
Dude, that was thrown in so last minute because I was like, what if I'm evil? What if I'm evil while I play Samira?
What if I'm evil?
No, because I even had the headcanon immediately, because like during the end party, I was just like, oh my god, Samira is so gorgeous. Look at that dress. I wonder where she got it from. Like, she's stunning. I was staring the entire time.
Respectfully. Truly.
Respectfully. Well, a little disrespectfully, but trying to keep it cordial, you know?
I had to break, like, I think I broke character to say something because I was just like, it's so good.
Yep.
At least in lore,
Gorgeous
it
woman.
was if
I
Phi,
cannot help
Echo,
myself.
and
Hey, chill.
at least in lore during the garden party, it was a Phi, Echo, and Azza all kind of like, whoa.
It was so funny.
Like, hello, maybe I am working for the right side here.
Dude, I mean, at the masquerade, Naraya was asked to work for the queen as well, and it's so hard to stay in character in these moments and be like, no, never.
Mhm.
Well, there's a hot woman in front of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is really hard. Oh my god. One of the other funny things about the garden party was you insulting me to my fucking face.
Oh yeah, it was my favorite. I laid it on so thick.
If I
Yeah.
ever get to play another character, I'm just gonna make them so weak-willed. Beautiful woman asks her to do something. She's like, absolutely, anything you want. And it's just like the
Anything
worst.
for you, Pookie.
No backbone. Just
No nothing. Just
no
pretty-
morals.
Pretty lady says something. Okay, you got it.
No, yeah. Do I get into it now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Crazy.
I think I might have been the person with the most scrap stuff. But to be fair, I felt like I had to brush things aside, towards the end anyway. A huge factor to why like none of this got shown was we had people for it, and then they had to leave.
Yeah, that's a huge issue.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
the huge. So the Skulk stuff was meant to be much bigger than shown on screen. Of what we currently have, there was like meant to be a whole colony, like hidden in the Nether, which was ready to be shown, and then like 2 weeks later, the person that was gonna first see it left before that stream could get scheduled. So I was like, damn. But yeah, there was Renaissance is gonna have like an arc related to the Skulk colony and whoever else was Skulk infected. Um, I even this is also off. I mean, it was a combination of people leaving and then other people just not having interest. But we're gonna find out a lot more about the Skulk itself, how like normal people who were Skulk infected act. Um, stuff about the justice religion and how that all functions for people. We got to see peaks of it in like Shattered Temple, I believe it was called.
The goddess of
Um,
justice temple, pretty much.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the Shattered Temple was Chausa's.
Right. But no, yeah.
I
When
love Chouse.
We know.
we're very aware. Um, but Brain.
There
Right,
was
I don't know. It
some
was,
like Skulk related stuff that got brought up during Azza and Renaissance's conversation once.
yeah. Our characters got to have that like talking stuff. We were meant to dive more into the relationship with Renaissance and Azza.
Mhm.
I also I don't know. I guess I contradicted myself because I definitely like said at the beginning of the season I may have to step back on things a little bit, at least lore wise, and then makes like huge lore implication stuff.
PC,
I,
PC.
hmm?
Could you please tell them how Azza was initially supposed to be infected?
Nope,
Please.
not
Oh
on
my
stream.
God.
Not on stream.
You hate
Wild.
me.
Patreon
Hey.
post.
Anyway.
Funny,
Patreon
though.
post.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is
Why
a
did Spear
Patreon
say,
post.
Speaking of the Shattered Temples, I'm so happy with how all the
No,
builds
no.
came out.
I'm starting
These
up
are
Minecraft.
so good.
I'm starting up
Uh,
Minecraft.
Can we get
I-
staff re-opt on the servers?
I am re-op,
That might
and that's
be
all that
Not
matters.
really, I was gonna say
Are
we
you
are.
not?
Yeah, 1 second.
The builds have always been consistently great in Artoria. Like every time
Oh,
I'm in
yeah.
a call and on Artoria, in like a different server, I start streaming and I'm like, you guys should look at all this stuff that all my friends have made. Isn't it so cool?
This season was the season I started doing I started actually like concept arting out builds.
Mhm.
Um uh to like see how things would look, actually like planning out making like drawings of some of these builds that I do hope to post later on the Artoria Twitter if people are, keep an eye out. So, um um that was very fun. And then being able to translate that in game. These these concept arts that only I truly understand. But that
Okay.
but that was all that was important because I was the one building them.
Okay.
I think the worst one was the Athena temple because I had to help, hop in and help with building that one,
Oh yeah.
Mm.
and trying
No,
to.
the Magpie Temple was the one everyone gave me the most shit for.
Don't
Okay,
remind
but
me.
I had the most difficulty with the Athena temple because that was when I had to step in and try and get your concept art from the concept art to the actual build.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I almost lost my mind building some of those floating islands.
I just look back at the stream and it's like the black screen is cutting into the faces.
Oh my god.
That's a little laggy, but that's Artoria for you.
I will say
I-
one of the smaller things that I worked on that I was really proud of was the Ruby Mafia
Mhm.
touch up.
Oh yeah.
It was
Awesome.
so nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
it looks so
Astra,
good.
thank you for
It
the
does.
help that you did as well.
Of course, of course.
Dude.
Godly.
For
Like-
justice, I still have them.
One of the worst things about the Oracle thing, to bring it back, is I made 2 separate builds for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And they
Aw.
didn't end up
And
getting
they're
Oh,
so
properly
yeah.
used.
gorgeous.
Yep.
They're so gorgeous and they never really got used.
you show them off now.
True.
I was gonna go to the temples first because
Yeah.
those
Yeah,
were
no.
the biggest ones.
Yeah, no,
So-
please. Please go to the temples first.
Before I
Oh.
interrupt
Mhm.
the tour, I am going to step away.
Okay, bud.
Because I'm brain.
You're
Oh,
good.
the temples.
Ugh.
I love you
Temples.
guys so much.
Wow.
Later,
I love
bud.
you.
Hi, TV.
I love you guys so much. I'm breaking my chains. Oh no, the
Alright, goodbye, Mother Miser.
Ta-ta.
Bye, Mom.
Bye.
Love you.
Yeah. This one was definitely very fun. To build. God, so much work went into
This one is
that.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my
It's so
favorite.
I
pretty.
think
I
I
don't
nearly cried when I saw this the first time. It's beautiful.
I don't remember 90% of the building process. I just remember us a few days before the stream standing on top of the build, launching super sped up creatures off of the top of the build.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And that's how Bolt ended up in the middle of nowhere.
The
I
super
found him.
sniffers. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Oh,
Are these
A
meant to
tier,
be
like-
empty? That is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine.
Now it is.
but
I'm pretty sure
yeah.
they're all in the back rooms anyway.
Yeah, the back
I
rooms.
think those
yeah.
are meant to be empty, actually.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
Either
think
way,
that's right.
I'm very very proud of how this one came out. Like the Shattered Towers, Mario did the ring out there.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's
pretty.
very very well done. I got a lot of help with this build. Obviously geode and what the fuck is it called? Black hole was the
Vibes.
was the main ideas.
Which is brilliant, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one's so yummy.
Oh,
The
my first
sign
temple on the
temple.
server.
Oh.
Yeah.
This one was fucking insane. I still
Mhm.
really like
Mm-hmm.
because it's
I
like
love the
stargazing
observatory.
and like
It's so pretty.
the art for it was so cute
How are
as
you
well.
here?
Precious.
Oracle and Sign is still one of my favorite couples.
Mhm.
Uh,
I think this
We
was
should-
So
the
good.
We should have a poll or a competition of what is the best Artoria couple. I think that would be fun.
Mhm.
I think that we should
I think a lot of
have
people would be biased.
a Tumblr sexy man and Tumblr sexy woman and Tumblr sexy non-binary.
Please.
pull.
I think
Actually,
I
never
think
mind. I
this
think the
was
Magpie would might win all three. Actually, now I think about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, now that you're thinking
Um,
about it.
No. 2 categories: normal NPCs and gods.
Oh.
There you go.
Ooh.
There we go.
I think this is also the first temple the rest of us got to do art stuff.
Mhm.
Like you
It was a-
started letting.
That it was also the first temple where we could do art stuff, because that's when we actually got the mod. We didn't have the mod before.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
you're
yeah,
right.
it wasn't.
didn't
It
working.
know
wasn't.
that.
I
It
think the
wasn't
one.
It's sorry. This one wasn't the thing of me being me. We just didn't have a mod for it yet.
Yeah.
No, I
No,
think
but
we did have a mod. It just wasn't working. the way
no,
we wanted it
I
to.
spent about 8 hours long in the middle of the fucking night, kept myself up for 24 hours to try and fix a mod for Connor because they had forgotten to do so.
I know.
They
I
and
still
then
feel so bad about that day.
tell them the rest of the story because you could have just asked me.
You were asleep. I don't want to hear.
No, you were at Mad at Me Island.
Because you were asleep.
And then whenever I woke up in the morning, you're like, I was like, oh, have you tried this? And you're like, of course I fucking tried. Wait.
Dude, I was so mad. This is why I don't do like staying up all night anymore for anything. I don't care. There's nothing in
No,
this world
honestly,
can make me do this again.
that was
It was
such a
it was
you know,
literally it's so annoying. It was just it was just one command. It
I
just
was like,
gave
if
you-
I
gave
need
Loki
you to be
fan
wrong.
feedback.
I was like, I need you to be wrong, because if you are right and it was this simple, I cannot do this stream.
yeah, that stream was also not. I think it was a little bit doomed from the start.
Yeah. This one was also very fun. I don't remember, but part of me has some memory where I couldn't like fully do this one myself and had to get a little bit of help.
I think it was most specifically like doing the routes up to
Yeah.
where Gaia was at.
Yeah, the roots, and I think you asked for some help on like just the foliage in general. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you had requested, I
'cause-
think it was me, Musi. Because I added like all the Spanish moss and like a fair amount of the at least roof foliage.
Yeah, it's like one of those
Yeah,
things where it got like really tedious to do alone.
Oh.
But you could have just
I
asked.
was
We
like-
could have worked together.
I definitely remember helping like with like the pathing of like the roots and then doing the like a lot of the foliage on the roots.
Oh, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay. Bye. And we never saw them again.
Yep.
Tragic.
Did we actually get to read every single book from this, or was it just whatever group had it?
Everyone got to read all the books.
And then this is where. Oh, she's still here. Oh,
the NPC's still there?
Yeah.
The easiest NPC, yeah, of course.
She's resting her eyes.
I didn't think anyone was gonna come back here.
That's fair.
So I just left it.
That is so fair.
Chouse, my beloved.
I put myself in the survival mode. Oops.
Yeah. This one is probably it's not my favorite temple, but I very much do enjoy this temple. Man, what would my favorite temple be?
I really liked the Magpie Temple in terms of like vibes.
Not a temple.
Oh.
However, I do formally apologize for spawning in 100 bajillion
Yeah.
My
I
bad,
just crushed
original
the game.
gangsters.
Oh,
This was a TV and Mario mostly build, as far as I remember. Very pretty, very well done.
Dude, the book about the goddess of what happened to the gays after? What happened to Gaia and Chaos after the season? Or like after they left us to die to Aphi's hands.
Yeah.
I
Dude, they just spent some time in their own little bubble.
having a good
I
time.
I think they chilled before
Yeah.
it's like chilled around here before moving on to other projects because they've
Yeah.
been out of the game for thousands of years.
They're probably out somewhere else doing their own thing on their own world because they're like, this Jod guy has followed us to 2 separate worlds now.
Well,
Like, we gotta get
technically, the
away.
first world was Jods and Stans before Diane Chows took it over.
Yeah, but with
Yeah,
the
but
lore that we've built up, it would have been that they got assigned to that by the Magpie.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they
So,
never really
like,
had their
it's
own
not on
world.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. This one was also a really cool one, the Jod one, and then these.
Yeah.
Oh, the Jod one was so good.
Very very happy with this build along with the gradients. I definitely had I think the most fun incorporating like
Old elements.
previous stuff. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
just previous stuff from like other seasons into this build. I feel like this may have been the build I did that most effectively.
You did a really good job.
I love
What happened
the
to Jod and
graffiti.
Stan after? Oh, thank you. Jod and Stan, I would assume Jod would have probably taken a long time to like reflect, met up with Eden eventually.
God, we get a
You
touch on
know,
the stand stuff, really.
and then
Oh,
Stan it
yeah.
was in we had a whole thing planned for Stan because his whole lore was supposed to be that he was essentially like sleeping this whole fucking season. That's
You
why there was an area underneath like the Nether portal
Mhm.
in Surface where it was like turning like
the
the
obsidian
obsidian
into
was
crimson obsidian.
was red.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because he's there was this whole lore point with there's this whole lore thing of Stan is the portals that we see in Surface are the only portals that are active because Stan is the one holding them all together. And it's the reason why we couldn't have anyone else build portals because in lore it wouldn't be possible. Um Plus we had two perfectly good portals right there and a bunch of waste toads, so um
so to give a little context to this at least, um,
mhm.
the floating island is obviously like the floating island that there was in Limbo, but also like the one that Ghost made in season 1. And then this oh, this bedrock fucking prison.
This fucking place.
So
Yeah.
back before Artoria SMP really became Artoria SMP, we were messing around, or I say we, I was messing around with command shit, and that's how Jod and Stan became to be.
Incredible.
I don't remember exactly what prompted it all, but it was goofy
You
as
and
fuck.
Jeannie spent the night like building up bedrock fucking pyramid.
No, no, no,
And
no,
that
no,
was
no,
like
no, no. The
what?
bedrock pyramid was Jeannie's birthday gift. Remember?
Oh yeah, you're so right. You're so right.
I did that on my
Um,
own.
so you spent the whole night building up this bedrock pyramid.
Yeah.
See how silly that sounds? See how no, I'm joking.
And that's what
Yeah,
spawned
I'm
all
joking.
of this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was
Yeah.
birthday, birthday.
Mhm.
That's why
And then of course
Artoria
the
SMP's birthday and Jeannie's birthday are so fucking close together. Because
You used to have Artoria's birthday on the same day as my birthday, which is insane.
I thought it was funny.
Uh-huh.
yeah. And of course the sun on top is because Jod is a very sun-coded character.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think I like this. This is one of my favorite fucking pieces in the server. And I like it so
Mm.
much because of the fact that it looks like he's in pure fucking agony. And I love men in agony.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna no, let's not unpack that actually. Not on stream.
Not on stream. Not
I
on
don't want to
stream.
know why. Don't want to know.
But yeah.
Let me see. Justice Temple. The next one. Oh boy. Am I gonna be able to find it?
We should be able to. think it's
Nowhere. Just
Oh, there
kidding.
it is. I see it.
Oh, did you find it? You went opposite direction of. What? No, it's not this way.
It is
It's
this
not on the
way.
Where are
map.
you
I
going?
see it on the.
You
I
guys
see
can-
it on the
You
map.
guys can teleport to the Waystone, guys.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
you
am
are
at
the
the
Waystone.
Waystone.
Waypoint.
Fuck
You
you.
are.
I'm here.
Oh wait, I do have the waypoint.
I'm
I'm
here.
in
I'm
the
here
middle
already.
of the building.
Okay. Well, I'm here.
Yeah. I wish I got to delve more into the Justice Religion and like especially with its architecture because it was all very like meant to be
It's
very like
gorgeous.
Greek themed.
Yeah. And this
I
area
think
in
this
general.
is one of my favorite temples
Oh
Mm.
yeah.
that we worked on.
Dude,
It was so much fun.
That's not even mentioning like the whole ass fucking origins docs that I ended up making
Oh
for
yeah.
this season. Fuck,
This
dude, I
this
forgot.
fucking drawing. This drawing is
Mhm.
the bane of my existence. I want
Look
everyone
at
to
them,
know
though.
that I had asked CC to make a drawing for Cubecon. I gave them adequate time. They were like, "Yeah, I can get it done." And Cubecon shit
Lie.
had to be done on Thursday.
Fully, I probably forgot about it.
Yes, on Thursday it had to be done. So on Wednesday, I'm like, "Hey, do you have this done?" They were like, "What?" I'm like, "The drawing for Cubecon." You were like, "What drawing for Cubecon?"
Nah, yeah, fully slipped my mind. I'm sorry. I was busy building the CubeCon area with Connor.
No,
Or
I
this
Musi.
was
I
It was
did.
me.
I
Musi.
just didn't. I didn't have the time. I was like going somewhere that week.
It was mainly Musi, but I came on for like a little bit of decoration.
Ah, okay.
Love this drawing. I fucking love.
Yeah.
I love the dynamic between Aeon, Solaris, and Artisan.
Mhm.
But God
I'm
isn't the
sorry
bane of
for
my
taking
existence. I had to fucking speed run that drawing in like 12 hours. Once again, staying up a whole night to get it
Yeah.
done.
I never staying up all night to get it done ever again.
Yeah. Very happy with how this built. This one's very good. I think my favorite build on the server is the one that never got to get shown.
We can
Oh.
show it. I have the waypoint to it.
Which one?
The Skulk Colony,
Oh,
which
yeah.
technically is a temple because it has a giant Justice Temple in it.
Yeah, I'm going.
We can show a couple of the unshown builds as well. Because I've got
Yeah.
at least a few.
I'm trying to.
Mhm.
Get
Let's go to the Aeon and Magpie Temple so we can round out all the temples.
I'm
Um,
going everything. I leave me alone.
I think out of all the art I did this season, I think this one is my favorite that I did.
This one was pretty
Mhm.
cool. This one was cool. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I fucking love God. I wish we could have seen
No.
Yeah, we would have had we gotten
more. Season 6.
had
Yeah.
things had we gone to plan with things.
I remember I
Um,
rewatched the stream the other day because I was
Mhm.
like the books. Dude, I put so much energy in those books that I made for this
You put
one.
a little too much energy into the books of this season.
Hey, what can I say?
Mhm.
Was how many pages did the Rebellion read on stream that one time?
Like 100.
It was at the time it was still like 30 Google Doc pages, which I had prepped them beforehand. They had seen the document. I had told them that they didn't have to read it all out in one stream, but I was assured that it was no problem. I don't want to hear jack shit about it.
Um,
Magpie.
Oh boy, why am I? Dude, Magpie also one of my fucking favorites.
Mhm.
It is a really good temple.
It's a good temple, but then you also have the art pieces that depict
Mhm.
how the Magpie
Yes.
tortured the other gods. Insane. Favorite little
Brazilian
guy.
boofs, of course.
You love to see it.
Well, Jod didn't
Well,
see it anymore.
Mhm.
Losing his eyes. Anyways. Dude, Aeon abandoning everyone because the mention of the magpie mid fucking finale.
That was
Very
so
cool.
That
Thank
was so funny.
I mean,
I gotta
it
get
was
outta
fully
here.
established that Aeon's kind of scared of the magpie. So if the magpie's there,
Kind
Aeon
of.
is not fucking
Dude
with
was
it.
pissing himself and running
Mhm.
around like a little baby.
Little crows.
Bro got his arm ripped
Or
off.
I remember
ravens.
how long it took us to figure out how to set up this painting to do this Okel
Yeah.
jail down here.
Yeah.
His bachelor pad.
Stop.
Yeah. It's goofy. Goofy.
This whole stream, my internal fucking fight with the magpie to not become a crow.
Mhm.
It was all the crows that got spawned on everyone in here.
Mhm.
The whole server started crashing.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh,
I
you didn't
don't.
look up at the roof. I realized.
Gamers never look up.
That's true.
Yeah, I think we have to actually go. Wait, no, I have the Aeon Temple. Teleport to me, because otherwise we don't actually have a waystone to it.
Mhm.
You gotta walk.
We had to walk to this one.
But it was
Also,
also the first one.
also one of my favorites because, like, look at this. I do not have enough video privileges to make it.
Bro, your
It's
bitrate said suffer. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm mostly watching it through the actual stream than on Discord because it's a little rough.
it's because of the fact that I'm streaming to Discord and to Twitch. Plus, there's fire here.
Hmm.
You may want to
What?
turn off the Discord stream then.
Yeah. We can see on stream.
I'm watching.
Okay.
I'm watching.
I'm watching.
I forgot this is where we had the weird cheese wheel craze. The
Mhm.
second time we came here.
Oh my god. Yeah, this one was really cool. I like that it actually looked like a clock as well.
Mhm.
Very fun. And then I know. Let me see. I go to the Nether, and then Stanton.
Oh.
There you go,
There's still a
Mr.
ton here.
Loverman.
Oh, we cried. I remember that when we first listened to it in game.
Yeah, it was because of the fact, like, one of the very first things on Artoria SMP, the very first like lore event that happened was finding Stan's mixtape. So when it
Mhm.
actually wasn't a disc anymore of just like, what was it? One of the mods got
It was.
I forgot about
Oh,
Mm.
Oh.
builds we didn't come back to look at.
Yeah, they're gonna get fixed.
it. Yeah, Eden's
Yeah, that
little
was another
room.
bane of the season.
Yeah.
The many mods that we kept having to remove because they kept breaking.
Mhm.
Yeah, that and Apex
Or
dying on us.
or stupid
Oh, yeah.
AO3 or a stupid fucking April Fool's prank.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I still
don't
really like
get me started.
Supplementaries when I get you. Supplementaries when I get you.
When
Supplementaries
I
when I
get
get you.
supplementary Zeb, I swear to God.
I bet
Hey,
Supplementaries.
we avoided
It's
it
on
this year at
fucking
least.
sight. I swear to
Mhm.
God.
No,
It-
for real.
Yeah, we avoided it
One
by
of-
shooting the fucking supplementaries mod off the server.
Mm-hmm.
I still really like that, like, it pretty much is implied that Eden like that Stan and Jod did their best to give Eden a very like human upbringing. Like, gods don't need to eat. So
As
why
much,
do these why do these motherfuckers have a kitchen? Gods don't need to sleep, so why do they have bedrooms? Like, it's
I
We're
like to think with the many stories we've talked about and some of them which we've shown about the gods having very uncorporeal horrors beyond my comprehension qualities, that this is essentially what a young god needs in order to make sure that they aren't constantly scaring the shit out of mortals and killing them.
Yeah.
Which
Also
Eden
the
still
fact
did, but it's fine.
also the fact that Eden like grew up with like Artoria and specifically Solus, who does come from a very half a human family. Like he might not necessarily be human or to be made in a human conventional way, but like Adine and Artoria both grew up mortal,
Yeah,
even if
like
Artoria
this
is not
would
necessarily that way anymore.
Or I
because
mean,
they were so
Artisan.
close to humans in general. That
Artisan as
probably
well, but
also
like
contributed
Artisan,
to it. Yeah.
Artisan was, I think Artisan was there, but like Artisan was busy with like so many other
They were
things.
there.
They were there, but they were also like
They,
in the
they were there.
shut up, let me speak. Let me finish my sentence. But they were busy like, after Calidor's death, the courts, after the fucking Blood Queen, like there was a lot to do, which I imagine Artisan helped out a lot with.
I like to think that holy shit, sorry, thunder. I like to think that new gods, they very much so have a routine surrounding the origins and creations that they'll need to be around mostly. You know, Eden taking creation 101 type beat.
And creating a
Shit like
dream
that.
realm. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think the fact that Jod and Stan were so close to mortal/mortal adjacent beings, they very much so leaned into the whole like, and we're going to eat today because that's what that's what mortals need to do. They need to eat. What do they need to do, Eden? Mortals need to eat. Like that type of that
I
type
can
of
also
shit.
imagine that maybe like after everything that happened, them having like a schedule or something like that probably helped with like, I don't know, trying to settle down and chill out for a minute.
Also, yeah, like because her cousins are nephew.
Yeah.
I mean technically nephew and niece, right? Because
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yes, let's not get into the family tree,
technically
please.
Artoria, and even though Eden was younger than Solus, technically he or she is his aunt, which is fucking wild. I know it's not
Gods
that
be
wild,
crazy.
but that's crazy.
Gods be crazy the way
Um,
that it works.
But no, yeah, what's
I'm
the build bloom look at?
Abaddon.
Ooh,
Okay.
Abaddon.
So this doesn't necessarily isn't necessarily a temple, but it was like this is Solana's cult. Oh my god, why am I fucking
Why are you
I don't remember the right fucking direction to go. Here.
This one
No, it's not.
so the fun thing about the name of this one is in season 1 and 2 there was like there's spots where there was like a pyramid, the fucking pyramid. That spot was called Abaddon. So that's also like where we first met Ghost back in season 1. And so this cult city now being called Abaddon, I find a funny little callback.
It's so
You're
cool.
welcome.
Hell yeah.
Dude, does anyone want this granola bar?
Yes.
Sure.
I'm good. I have
Yeah,
plenty.
I'm so
I want a
hungry.
bite, please.
I'm so hungry.
And this was one of the spots of lore that there was so much for like 2 people in particular, and it just did not get used, and that makes me sad. I worked fucking so hard on that
Like
lore.
people were there, the event happened, but
Yeah.
there wasn't nearly as much potential as there could have been.
Yeah.
I still loved the sneaking around portions that were there. Like everyone who like broke off to like steal shit.
Oh yeah, this was built for someone's lore, and then that person became inactive.
Mm-hmm.
No. Why? Oh, because it's a side table.
Side table.
Are you breaking things?
No, I'm trying to fix it.
No.
No.
This was a very cute little area.
Yeah,
liked it
I
a lot.
liked the build of this.
This also,
It was fun to build,
I
yeah.
think it was also the first time you played an NPC here. Astra, wasn't that the first time you played an NPC?
No, actually, it was the third, but this is the first major build that I worked on. My first NPC was an Adventurers Guild member for the Sign Temple, Sign in the
right.
Oracle Temple.
Yeah.
And then it was playing your mom.
My mom.
Your mom.
Your mom. Naraya's mom. And dying, you know. And then it was the guard here, the prison guard.
Oh,
where he
yeah.
ended up catching Cal and then immediately escaping.
Or at the
First
time, it was
interaction
Atticus.
was like
Yeah, at the time, Atticus.
literally our first interaction was like having like me being like, oh hi, like, oh, who am I playing this stream? Dad.
Yeah, you played
Like, oh, okay.
Solus. I think was it Hollow who played Naraya's dad, and then you played Naraya's mom. I was so nervous because like I was like, oh, like this was a really like it was a really important, like it was the first big important thing for Naraya's lore. So I was super nervous because like what if they don't get played right? But it went great.
Yeah, it went amazingly. It was a lot of fun to do.
How do you guys?
Have you shown them the main like cities and whatnot yet?
No, I've only gone through any religious points. So now we're going to what's it called? I don't have the
I can take us to the Skulk Colony.
I was gonna say, if you could, after the Skulk Colony, if you don't mind showing them Signs Garden, that one.
Oh
yeah.
On the topic of like cults and NPC playing, back in season 4,
yeah.
I'm still like head over heels for this. Back in season 4, I got to play an NPC where I got sacrificed to the cults, and I got to voice act, and it was very fun. And that's still the most memorable NPC interaction I've ever
for
had.
the Asmodeus cult.
It was the
I don't remember
I
this
got to
at
beg
all.
for help.
It resulted in I think like 5 of us sitting around a campfire while we were waiting for like the recording to go on. And
It
we
was
were
for
just
an
like
Okella stream.
losing our mind.
God. I remember
think I played
that.
I know that I played Adine for one of Okel's streams. Dude,
Yeah,
Adine is one of
Severe
these
was
characters that I never expected to get as big as she did in the end.
Yeah. Well, she was considering her story, she was just very convenient for us to focus the epilogue on.
But like when I created, like, I mean, I say I, but you helped with creating Adine at CC. But when
The royal eye.
the royal eye. But when Adine was created, it was mostly because of the fact that in Artisan's story, like Artisan would get married, like that was already gonna happen, and then that person left. And so like I was like, well, fuck. I have this whole storyline build up, but you know, no character to play with. So then we made Adine, and
I felt bad and said, "Here's bitches."
here's bitches.
Behold, bitches.
Artisan deserves some bitches. But
Yeah.
that's like that's why like Adine got created, and so like we already knew that Artisan's lover would become a Mist Knight in this season, and I don't know if we probably could have done more with her in that aspect. She kind of was locked up for a whole season. You know,
like for a lot of the stuff we had planned was locked behind the surface stuff.
Yeah.
Which we had intended to happen, but we just couldn't do it. But no, yeah, my skull colony.
It's so pretty. I've never seen this build before. It's
The
gorgeous.
place where
It's my
Jesus was
favorite.
born.
It's my favorite build on the server, and I'm upset that like
Cece spent so much time working on this.
Mm-hmm.
loss of interest. There was like there was like NPCs planned. This was actually, I think, and like related to scrap, like more scrap stuff. This is where one of Severe's quote unquote dead parents would have been.
Really, I didn't know
Wow.
that.
Yeah, they're like dead. They're like thought to be dead mother or something like that, or an aunt. I can't remember. Would be fat. Like we would meet them in the colony. I think Severe was gonna have this whole like have an arc of like investigating the Mist Coven, because it was the Mist Coven hunting down Skulk people, um, which was why I
Wait a
think
second.
which is why you know
You
Skulk
were
stuff was dangerous. It wasn't that the Skulk itself was dangerous; it's because you were being hunted down if you were infected, or as the people in this colony would have called it, shielded. And like Solus like smuggled an army of adventurers that he had originally planned to take to like bring to the surface to like fight against Jod. God, there's so much. There's so
Cece had
much.
there was so much built here
There's so much
for
cooking.
Cece.
It was
Yeah, but
like
yeah.
definitely like I think one of the still most misunderstood things of the Skulk is that the Skulk never was dangerous. You were
Mm-hmm.
never sick. You were never in danger of any kind.
Oh, now I get it.
As like a Skulk infected.
Yeah.
Um, it was just that the queen didn't like it because if she didn't have like her power over the mist was uh
Well,
soulless.
it was
So
more so that it wasn't understood. It was something unknown and not delved into, and as far as people knew, it was an illness that infected you. Um, so it wasn't bothered to be looked into.
and it was mostly also the mist stuff. Like if you were
Mhm.
infected to the mist, there was nothing to be afraid of. Or if you were infected with skulk, there was nothing to be afraid of the mist. Um because you would be immune. Um and if there was nothing to be afraid of the mist, she would pretty much lose her power over the overworld.
Mm.
Because her
I don't
the
fully remember that part.
that's fine. We didn't get to explore it that much, but yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
mostly that. Like that's why when she saw Solus slipping, she wanted Naraya to work for her. Um, I
I wanted to delve more into it character-wise with pretty much the implication that Samira was making Solus spread mist in certain areas to exert more population, like not more population control, but more control over the population.
mhm.
Um,
Man, I
it's
feel like I don't remember a lot.
This is from way in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, that
Because
was
like
like fun.
I remember like with the masquerade, um she had told Naraya that the reason that Naraya's farm was taken was because of Solus. Like Solus had tipped her off about the skulk on the farm.
Mm.
Bastard.
That's why like Naraya had such a bad relationship with Solus at the beginning. Other than yes, Solus thought or like compared Naraya to Artoria a lot, but Naraya on the other hand thought it was Solus's fault they lost the farm in the first place.
like
Yeah.
Man,
they were
I
doing the Minecraft YouTuber jumping from thing to thing.
yeah.
So yeah.
Uh, but no, yeah. There was just a lot of stuff related. My biggest regrets was not being able to truly delve into the Skulk lore.
Yeah, and you yourself are streaming slash recording way less this season. So it's not like you
Yeah,
could have done it yourself.
yeah. The combination of like just like not having enough time, weird living situation, and then the huge burnout being hits because combination of like real life stuff and then how much I did in the beginning of the season.
I remember struggling.
Yeah. This was like exterior wise, this was one of my
I
favorite builds
think
to do.
we sped ran this in what,
Yeah.
a week?
Yeah,
A
because
week, yeah,
helped
because the
me
person
out,
was like,
yeah.
"Oh yeah, let's do this next week," and we're like, "Oh okay."
Yeah, they
It's
came
similar
through
to
And
though.
I got too excited, and then I got my heart broken
Yeah.
again. Sad face,
Mhm.
sad face.
It was definitely one of those things where it's like we sped run this for someone against our own wishes, and then the
Yeah.
person immediately did. Like, oh, okay.
Hey, it's a really
Yeah,
pretty
which
build though.
It is a really
Mhm.
cool build. It's
I adore it. Yeah.
I love it. If anything, like maybe, you know, schematic this for something else or whatnot, but
we're
I mean,
not
we'll
bringing
have
this
the
back.
world file.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have the world file, but there's no way this is coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This also has like a lot of it's
shit
built
ton
with a
of
lot of
lot of
lore
modded
lore.
stuff.
information. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is that's fair. I don't know. I'm at
Also,
least
there's
keeping screenshots of it for my portfolio. For my portfolio.
Oh good.
Building portfolio.
Oh, the one that you put your first and last name in?
Hey.
That one?
I'll kill you.
Just wonder.
Okay.
Just wonder.
Whoa.
Just
this
asking.
is the Aeon dungeon.
Yeah.
An absolute.
Oh, the Aeon dungeon.
I do love the Aeon.
I'm gonna
dungeon.
float through here because I don't want to end up in the looping.
Fair.
In the evil room.
The evil room.
My evil creations.
I think we finished that looping hellscape. I think the day before we actually did this event.
The commands
Yep.
so fun for that on figuring out how to make it so if you walk backwards, you can get through that area.
I think it was really
genuinely really fun.
it was. I think this was definitely a really fun one. Something that I would like to keep exploring next season of like dungeons.
Dungeon crawls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole like walking up the stairs and infinitely walking up the stairs thing was really fun.
Well, we'll see how everything works out for next season. Smile.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, and there was some details that you could kind of see on the thing, but like down below, we did the hourglass
Me
design.
using
Okay,
the royal
CC
we now.
CC, I also helped with this because I did help change the block colors.
Not just that. As cool as the hourglass design is, you did that before the dungeon was done, and it pissed me off so bad. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Look, we don't talk about October.
This wasn't in October, bitch. What the hell?
This was in October.
Was this in October?
Yeah, it would have. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue.
This
I have
was
no
part
clue.
of.
I distinctly
This was
remember
part of the
October.
October incidents.
The October incident. Oh Jesus! With no context, it sounds horrible, but it's true.
It was horrible.
Almost as bad as the Backstreet Boys incident. You know.
Coven of the Mist.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's gorgeous.
No, never mind. I don't like that one.
Oh.
Oh, is it? Did it get hit?
No, it's fine.
No, it's fixed.
It's
okay.
This is fine. It just was the bane of my existence for the longest time.
You say even though you didn't even build half of it, you gave up halfway through because you got sick, which is fair. But you got mad at me because I was like, "Oh, I may not follow the tutorial," and you're like, "No, you have to go through what I did." And I'm like, "Damn, fuck, okay."
The only thing that's like, it still feels so empty.
It does.
It is a huge build.
I know.
Yeah.
I think churches in general also feel empty like this.
Yeah,
so
they are very
Yeah.
empty places.
Oh yeah, the fucking
Nice.
block maze. Just jump over it. Just jump over it.
This?
Yes, the alarm.
Is that the
Yeah, do not pull unless emergency. This means you, Jimothy.
I remember Jimothy. I remember.
I remember that bastard.
That rad
Bastard.
bastard.
I broke the redstone in back. That way it doesn't. I think. Did I?
It did not explode. So
Not
Yeah,
explode.
no.
Beeps. It beeps.
It does beep.
Well, yeah, it does still beep.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I found another build that we haven't gone to. Another temple that we didn't go to yet.
okay.
Ooh.
Or like,
Oh god, I forgot there's easy NPCs here. Athena
Oh,
Oh
Temple.
yeah, Athena Temple. Oh my
oh yeah, the
Athena-
fucking the. I remember. I wish TV was here because they played like a dude bro guard, and that was the best thing ever.
Oh, yeah.
Pablo.
That was so funny. Oh my god, I forgot the fucking quicksand.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little sprinkle of quicksand.
Dude, these drawings were also like there was so much shit.
Yeah. I
They were
yeah,
so
I very much
good.
I very much do think back on this build fondly.
Me too. I wish
like
we could have
the
done more with Mita.
yeah, there was like because like the initial one was like very like radio plus like music box thing in my head for the actual building itself. Um and yeah, I'm just very happy with how this one turned out. I think I mostly only actually worked on like the bases for a lot of things here, and then others had to come in and help finish it.
Fun fact about Mita, her name is driven from Medusa.
Ooh.
You know Medusa?
Oh.
Mhm.
Mario says underrated build. Last year's anniversary beehive thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we can. It is in.
That was Mario's baby. Holy shit.
Mhm.
We can go there in a
I
second
am.
when we go over.
Yeah, I'm at the
In a
beehive.
minute.
But yeah.
Yeah, no. That's where her name came from. I had such a hard time finding a good name for Mita. Because it's like I'm not gonna call her Medusa. Mita was looking at this pose. I was like, when I was drawing this, I was like, what does it remind me of? And it's just Nyx and Calista. I'm not gonna lie. It's the same exact
Literally
pose. Yeah.
literally reuse the pose.
But like not consciously or anything.
Mhm.
Nope.
Mhm.
Just parental figure pose.
Yeah.
I mean, this one was done first, so I'm saying.
Was this one done first? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got through didn't we get through the Athena Temple before we even joined Inhuman?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, then it was the other way
Hey,
around.
I forgot there
like,
was
Hmm?
a little background. There was supposed to be a floating. It's actually still here. There's a floating island that we were supposed to like parkour up to. That was gonna have one of the paintings in a book, but we ended up
Yeah.
scrapping it just because we couldn't
Oh, yeah, because it
get it
couldn't
to fit.
Yeah. This was also like I was really excited for this one because this would be the very first time we would see the surface
Mhm.
and like how much mist there is. Dude, I spent so much time putting the mist around.
Mhm.
It was great. It made for a really good moment for everybody to fly up there and be like, "Oh my god, is that sunlight?"
This
I had
Goes down.
I had a lot of fun doing like this oasis up here, and
Yeah.
Mhm.
as much as I struggled with the islands, I did have fun making the islands as well.
Hell yeah.
is becoming day. Can we make it?
8.
Do times that day.
Don't do times seconds for the.
There we go.
It's fine.
This
Well,
is so
yeah, it doesn't matter anymore.
True.
Too late.
Don't mind me as I eat my dinner.
and I
Wish-
go,
wish.
oh, is there like a fog thing in this resource pack?
If it's Solar Shaders, yeah.
No, I'm talking about
The resource pack.
yeah.
Oh, the skybox color got changed basically.
Yeah.
The sky color getting changed was not actually a resource pack. That was all biome manually.
Yeah. If you're talking about how it's kind of weird lighting in here, it's also tinted glass.
Okay.
Because this is before we had the switch up so the phantoms wouldn't burn in the light.
Yeah.
Oh, there were actual complaint forms. What the fuck? Sorry. Not enough mist. Not enough sign. You suppress the tide that is me. I will be a wave for others and guide them to the shore of brotherhood. Pablo. Okay.
Love that, Pablo.
Love Pablo.
Pablo, our
He's
beloved
out there
best
somewhere.
NPC.
These
Joke
like
about the
easy
complaint
NPCs.
box, dude.
These easy NPCs were so fucking cool as well. Genuinely made it feel like you were in some RPG.
It's so nice.
Yes, I have.
I can't wait.
I adore
for
the mod now that it
easy
works.
NPC thing to be updated so that there's more options. Though it's really a little bit frustrating whenever you have an NPC that is set to attack and it'll attack everyone except for the owner. So
Yeah,
you can't.
that was
really
our problem
stop
with
it
the
from-
finale. I felt so bad for
Yeah.
Soul.
I didn't expect Soul to be there.
No, yeah, I'm gonna be. Yeah, I'm gonna be. Dude, I was like not paying attention. I was like watching streams. We were like doing stuff in the background, getting commands and stuff ready.
Yeah,
And
I
then
knew like they had done the
they
triple.
you
the
guys walk
triple
in.
reverse Uno
They
reverse.
you guys walk in. They immediately go after Soul, and I'm like still not there yet until you spoke. Cause like, oh fuck, they're here.
Yep. It was my bad. I was struggling a lot with timing for things because I was waiting for people to show up to interact. And trying to balance out and time things to still be able to meet up with the Rebellion and Sapphire Society. It was a struggle, so I'm glad that I just recorded that and didn't stream. I'm still working on editing down the footage.
Yeah. Teehee. I mean, is there any other builds that are like?
I mean, we can
the towns maybe.
look at the city. Yeah, we can look at the cities,
Yeah,
and
I was
then
meaning like that was temple, like before we move on to cities.
I think this was the last temple.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we did the Athena temple though. I wish we could have done more with Mita. Mita would have been a very fun character to explore, I think. And also like the dynamic between Solus and Mita.
Oh, I see what we mean by the underground getting flooded. That is a lot of sand down here.
I haven't been. Oh boy.
I don't even want to look at it.
Oh, did you?
I didn't actually see this.
Yeah, it's parkourable.
It is parkourable. Yeah.
That's foul.
Yep.
We made it easier for me. I had a flamingo floaty and I just kind of flew myself up there. It was
Butterfly
fine.
in the sky.
We can say that if I had cool parkour skills, but I do not.
If I crawling his way out of the hole.
Yep.
Dude, fucking it being said, did you crawl out of Gaia's hole was insane. Just letting you know.
Gaia's hole.
Wait, what was in here?
This is where I found the book that that had Adine, yeah. It was just right there. I was just like, oh, okay.
AKA your ticket to not be immediately killed.
Yeah.
And then somewhere around here was.
Oh, no one has the waypoints to all the artifact locations except for me and Troy.
Sorry.
I can load up Minecraft.
No, it's fine. We're not looking for that. Just looking for the.
Hold on. Let me actually turn on my in-game waypoints.
Let me see.
We are like 600 blocks away.
That's fine.
Wow. You walked
Then there
all
was
that way
Aquino's
just for us?
castle, which also had Queen's official
And
suggestion.
the end city.
Can we blow this up now?
Can we blow this up, please?
No, because we don't have the world file yet.
Okay.
Man,
But like
I'm
when
gonna
it
do
when
that
it
once
when
I get
we
in single player.
when
Same.
we do have the world file, I
Therapy.
want to have a blow up party. I want to have
Mhm.
a blow up.
Okay.
You don't understand.
I
You don't
think
don't
I
get it.
I don't think you understand how much I actually understand. All right, bitch, don't fucking start.
It's-
Were you
oh,
were you the one building this? I'm sorry. Who
Um,
worked on this build?
who had to go through the trauma of the person who built this build? The original person?
We're talking about the build, not the people.
Uh,
Yeah, no one
the
cares about the
people
people.
unfortunately were attached to the build.
Also, wait, why are we talking about blowing things up?
The Kinos
this
The
fucking
castle.
castle.
The end castle.
Fixing how broken it was.
That fucking castle I hate. It looked
Mhm.
like a goddamn hospital when I looked at it the first
Mario
time.
also wants to be here
Yeah.
whenever things are built.
It's gonna be a staff party. It's fine.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Staff
The
party.
stream where we stole the ship, still one of my
Mhm.
fucking favorites.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the-
commands
That
were
was such a
on
cool stream.
point.
This was also a very cool build. I'm sad that we never got to
CC
use it.
popped off
Yeah.
with this.
Yeah.
It was so pretty.
Have you
I
ever
love
seen the
frickin-
Of Moon Vault, Astra?
No, I have not.
show them the vaults
I remember
Where
the
the-
3
where the
months of
gen-
fuck
speed running this
happening?
city.
where the rebellion was born and the janitor survived.
The janitor's creation.
I remember how
Wow.
chaotic this
Oh
stream was.
My god.
Oh, we never came
Oh.
down here to look at this.
Oh no.
Broken it is.
Damn you, supplementaries! Damn you!
Puzzle to open the vault. Wait.
I
what
really
the fuck?
liked using that one blackstone block a lot.
Lily of the Valley.
Uh,
Cobweb.
You
What
used
the
it so fucking much.
I'm so confused. What am I?
I think we're seeing behind the scenes.
Yeah. This looks behind the scenes a little bit.
Just a little
Record.
bit.
Apparently,
Just yeah,
yeah.
at this point.
Naraya was fucking loaded with family money, I guess.
Mhm.
Apparently.
Yeah, 'cause I
and
mean,
then here was the
it'd
sun
be-
bear, which I have been wearing since that first stream for like over a year
Mhm.
now.
Yeah, which holy shit. Cause like wasn't the idea that we discussed that like the Animus family set up a vault for the Of Moon family and just never got opened because they
no.
separated her. I don't know.
Because
I don't remember.
Solus knows about it.
Oh,
Mhm. I mean, Souls also lived with the Animus family.
Animus
so-
family.
Yeah, but like if Solus knew about it, Artoria knew about it, like also why would Artisan not like Artisan knew they were going to die? Why would they not make sure that their kids can go to college pretty much?
Yeah, that makes sense.
The prison
Speaking
that
of
never
the
got
Animus estate.
no, this
Yeah.
is the
Sorry.
prison.
I know of.
The prison that was like the equivalent of like an unrendered like distant like area in a game map that you couldn't reach.
Pretty much, yeah.
Dude, this place was oh,
This was huge, yeah.
it's huge. It was so hard to fill everything up with stuff.
It was definitely one of those things where I'm like, I'm glad that it never got used because holy shit, prison arcs are the worst.
Yeah.
Even
Prison arcs only work I think a prison arc could work if we rested the entire server.
If the
If,
entire
like,
server
the-
was in a prison.
Mhm.
Yeah, the entire server in a prison, and we made everything in a way like there were still things people could do.
Yeah.
yeah, or if someone like has to like leave for a while
Mhm.
or has
Like-
something
like,
going on.
You know, like cops and robbers events. Would
my
be
God.
goofy.
Yeah,
Um,
I love to do cops and robbers event.
That would have been a
Next-
good use for this.
mhm.
That would've
Shit,
been fun.
Damn it.
I would have if this would for this one. I don't think with this prison being used in a cops and robbers event because it is very straightforward of a build. I'd probably make
Yeah.
things more confusing. Anyway,
Yeah.
um,
To the house.
No.
Yes.
but
I'm
anyway,
just
man, I remember the 3
Fucking
months
sentence.
I spent building the city.
Yeah,
I
you
building
fucking
surface.
went bananas. Oh, the Animus house is right
Oh,
next to it.
I'm not
It's-
going there. I was already
Oh
said
my
that I
God,
wasn't
but-
going there.
Why
I
are we going to
couldn't
the
hear
The
villager?
villager
part.
hall was the villager trading
Oh.
Oh
hall
yeah, no,
that
I
I
was
built
trying
for the
to
server.
go to the Nether. My bad. I thought it was the other one.
The Nether.
Because I was gonna show you Stoven and what was.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
Oh,
have
this stuff is
the waypoint to
I
use.
am
Yeah, there's
already
no.
there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't remember putting a waystone, but okay.
There is no waystone. That's why I had to go to the Nether.
Oh, okay. But yeah, dude, I had ideas. This was another one concepted
Yeah,
out.
this was
It was so pretty.
Center would
it
have been
was
trained.
gonna be so cool.
Yeah.
It would be so awesome.
Shout out to Toink who continued building this even after we decided, oh, we're not gonna have time for this.
It was yeah. Amner and
Yeah.
Toink, we had work on the housing down here. Center would have been a tower with like elevator going up and down with a
hold on, I
council
can disconnect.
chamber up at the top of the tower. That platform area up there would have worked it. Everything would have worked as like mechanic rotating stuff. Where
Sorry, I
trains
can
would
hear
be able to
everything.
come in. Uh for trade and all that stuff.
Yeah. There was also like the mansion that was supposed to be for Lucienne and whatnot nearby.
Just Malice.
I,
Lucienne and Malice are.
no, Malice, right? But remember, they were,
They weren't living
you know.
together.
Well,
So the thing about Malice and Lucienne.
unfortunately, we
I
wanted
couldn't
them to be,
remember
but they weren't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
they
Malice and
were.
Lucienne were supposed to be like secret lovers.
Dude, Malice was also a lot of Malice's porn also was in the Skulk arc too. Fuck, man.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
like
and then I
also the
was gonna
rebellion.
Yeah, and then like some of it was also going to tie in with Ruby Mafia with Sapphire Society specifically when we revived character TV.
Yeah. But
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that got scrapped in the end. That's
yeah.
sad.
Yeah,
It's a
and that's how
shame,
it
but
is.
yeah, it's a shame, and we can use some of these ideas that we didn't get to use here for inspiration in future seasons.
Yeah. This was
Yeah, the
where I
train.
was starting to finally learn world edit.
Finally.
Finally.
God.
Talking about future seasons, I do
Mhm.
kind of want to wrap up because it's been 2.5 hours.
Oh, okay. This is short for you.
I don't think you understand that I didn't have a lot of sleep. Sleep. So
Sleep.
I only had my nap before stream, but it's been too fucking hot to sleep, so I am a little bit tired.
Okay.
That's fair.
Completely fair.
Mario's gonna join in a second.
Oh, sorry, Mario.
Oh, hurry, Mario! Come on.
I mean, what do we want to end on then, guys? What topic do we want to end on?
I'm
Hi,
here.
Mario. You came a
I'm
little
here.
late. Hey,
Hi, Mario.
Hello. I exist. That's it.
I'm here. I'm here, guys.
That's pretty accurate.
I wanted to end on talking a little bit about the next season. Not too much,
Okay.
obviously.
Everything's conceptual right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right now we are all on break, technically.
Yeah.
So there is nothing Artoria happening outside of deciding who is coming with us from this season to the next. But other than that, nothing really Artoria is happening right now. At least
season wise.
Yeah.
This is our time to rest,
recharge.
recuperate.
Yeah.
To fully prep to just be able to create a new story and a new world.
Yeah.
Yeah, without burning ourselves out again.
Yeah.
I do say, at least for the next world, this was mentioned to our members, but not mentioned on stream. We are starting blank. With this season, we've had, with this season, everything, this is a 5-year story. Trying to work with that. which made made a lot of planning kind of difficult and intimidating to some of our members. Um, uh, Next season will be pretty much a blank slate.
Yeah.
With a new pantheon of gods for us to focus on, new world in general, and completely new characters. Something, it's set in the same world logic, uh but we're gonna be starting from scratch basically.
Yeah. So because Artoria has been going on for like the story, or like Artoria SMP 4 years, but its story has been like in the makes for 5, I'm pretty sure. Um yeah, one of the things I've been hearing the most is that it's really intimidating to get into. So for the next season, I really wanted to start over, just completely. New story, same universe, different world. So that would be very minimal, like calling back to the previous seasons. We have 3 new gods, even though into the Victoria verse.
You
Yeah.
you have to wait and see who those guards are.
I
They'll
mean,
probably be announced eventually.
they have been teased at the anniversary event.
Oh
Remember?
yeah, they've
yeah.
been teased.
Yeah.
They've been teased ever since the anniversary events.
Yeah.
But you guys don't quite know yet. Especially not designs for some of them. Calm down.
Then for it will also not be season 6. It will be season 1. Very fun.
Yeah.
Artoria will not have a new SMP name, but there will be a like subtitle to it.
Like Artoria Blank.
Yeah, Artoria
Artoria
SMP.
Reloaded.
God.
Artoria Unlimited. Artoria Unlimited.
But
Artoria the Squeak Wool.
the Squeak Wool.
The Squeak Wool.
Okay, thanks, Shrek.
Which I think
that wasn't even fucking me. I was muted, motherfucker. And one of you were gonna let me take the fucking fall, dude. Fuck off.
But yeah, very, season wasn't perfect. And we're never gonna make something totally perfect. But at the very least, we're gonna try and make something that we enjoy.
If I wanted to make something perfect, I would not be working with people. I would be doing solely everything on my own. Nothing, no improv, no nothing. That's how you get something that is exactly how you want it to be. But I don't
the storytelling medium probably. The storytelling medium probably wouldn't be Minecraft as well.
Yeah,
exactly.
The fun about doing an SMP is that it is imperfect. That there are improv moments where you suddenly kill someone with server lag, or you kill someone because you press the wrong button, or you just kill someone.
Overpowered.
Kill every animal on the server, or you
just stab someone through the chest with a god-killing sword. It's not gonna be perfect.
Then you start a rapping career.
In the middle of stream. You Steven Universe your way through a genocidal god.
You can make it right.
Like that's the fun of doing an SMP, and I don't want it to be perfect. I just want it to be fun and loved. And this season and this story surely was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mario.
Yeah. Despite the burnout, hell yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Anything we want to end the stream on?
Stay tuned. Wait out this month.
Stay tuned, and thank you all so much for coming along this journey with us for
Yeah.
members past, present, and future.
And
Oh, yeah.
future? Future? Future?
Ooh.
Oh my
Ooh.
god. Yeah.
We
Anyway, guys.
the video needs to be re-rendered, and then we can finally fucking post the shit online.
I missed. I missed the K.
I
missed the
know. I
single
saw
K.
it. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I saw it too.
It's okay, buddy. We still love you.
I didn't notice it either.
No one's that mad at you, Island. Well, that's because.
That, yeah,
Mhm.
CC.
CC.
Yeah.
CC.
What'd I do?
all right, dyslexia.
Yeah.
What'd I do?
Dyslexia.
Nothing.
Okay.
Who's dyslexia?
CC. There,
CC.
E's and I's.
A and E's and I's, A's and O's.
All of the vowels.
Debrief instead of debrief.
So
Words are hard.
how many NPC names misspelled? Calendar.
Calendar.
Calendar wasn't me. I just did Calador.
Calador.
What was it? Skeletor. What was the dusk? Fuck it. Dunefield?
Yeah.
I misspelled that one.
Yeah.
And
that
then
one
it was
all-
so bad that people started taking it over, and I had to make an announcement of like, "Hey, you guys, they're just dyslexic. Please, it's not actually spelled like that."
Yeah. I don't know. I would just say anybody watching, stay tuned. We got stuff cooking up once we're off break. And I mean, like, I don't know, man. I think this
Yeah.
next season is gonna be peak.
I think
It's
We're
gonna be
excited
good.
for it. This isn't the
I'm
end.
excited.
It's just the beginning, baby.
Yeah.
The
That is
end
so
or
right.
the beginning?
The beginning.
The beginning.
Beninging?
In the
Beninging?
beginning?
In the
In the
beninging?
beginning?
All
In
right.
the beninging.
All right. I've had it. Look, can you hear that? It's absolutely nothing. It is so calm now. Wow. That's crazy how that works. Anyways, thank you guys for coming along. I fucking hate this place. I truly do. Severe, count your fucking days. Count them. Anyways, thank you so much for coming along. And, bye.